What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm flustered. You know that, baby. Just, doing my last little bits, running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Can't complain other than that, though.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, man.
Everything's good, dude.
It's been good. It's been good, man. Now that we are officially on air, officially started, feels good to at least get to that portion of today, man. Yeah, what have I done today? Been cutting up tape because I got to get some film sessions out there. You know that. So
Little Mitch film session.
I've been in the lab. I ain't even tap into I ain't know if I wanted to do that to start any controversy. I ain't want to try and do that. I thought about it though. I thought about it. Still might.
He played good.
He did. I'm trying to figure out how I want to.
Oh, here's what you could do. No, it's a simple solution. Steelers quarterbacks versus the Bucs. You could do a little bit on Kenny the first drive and then Mitch in the second half.
You know what? That might be the move, man, because I have some of the other stuff broken down. I'm going to talk a little Larry O. Got to talk a little Larry Ogunjobi again. Chase Claypool as well. But, I might add sprinkling some stuff in there, man. So just know.
I need a D. Bush one.
I said we've been in the lab, man. We've been in the lab. So I've been doing that. Had Steelers TV as well. That was a lot of fun. And Deke, it's a big UFC fight this weekend as well, bro. So
that's what I've been hearing.
I'm
I heard there's a big boxing match though Friday night too.
Bro, I'm like the boxing is cool. I don't care about that.
Paul,
it's cool. In terms of because Anderson Silva, like that's the part. Like
so, it's actually a big one.
No, it is because of the name element of it. Anderson Silva, the Spider-Man, Anderson the Spider Silva, like it's a UFC.
But again, he's not a boxer.
Correct. But he has been doing some professional boxing lately.
Okay.
But he's 42 years old, bro? So it's kind of like, man, I don't want to see my 40-year-old uncle fight my 25-year-old cousin. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm feeling like it is. Like, yeah, my uncle was nice with these hands, but he's 40.
He's got that old man strength.
He's 40, bro, whereas the other dude is in his 20s. So
you're predicting the Paul win?
Absolutely. I think that it will be a little bit interesting just because, like I said, Silva, in terms of what his legacy is and what he's done, even currently as a boxer, but he isn't a boxer. But for me, it's just like, that's pretty dope, but I don't want to pay for pay-per-view. So that's why I'm kind of like not really intrigued about that. I'm intrigued about UFC 280. That's my pay-per-view money. And usually I don't like the early fights because it's in Dubai. So it's going to come on at like 2 o'clock out here. I actually enjoy that this time. Yeah, because I don't have to worry about staying up super late at night on Saturday and then turn around staying super late at night on Sunday. On top of me already staying up super late at night on the other days as well. So, it's just a little vibe. I'm going to get a little early action.
So the main fight will be on at what, like 5 or 6?
Yeah, probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Who is the main fight? Do I recognize the names?
Charles Oliveira, Bronx. And then remember we said the new version of Khabib, right? Islam Makhachev.
Well, Oliveira has been on a heater too, right?
Yeah,
He's just been destroying everyone.
And he should still have the belt. He lost it on the controversy on the weigh-in, his last fight, where he still ends up beating the guy, choking. I think it was Justin Gaethje, ends up choking out. So he still is on a tear. But this is the second coming of Khabib Nurmagomedov. So everybody, he's on this hype train and all the similarities. Oh, they wrestle the same. They fight the same. They got the same amount of cage time, same amount of submissions and stuff like that. But this is the guy in terms of Charles Oliveira where people still question, man, what would have looked like if Khabib would have fought this dude? Because he is so electric off of the ground. He's not a guy that is typically scared to go down there. Whereas most of the time when you're talking about Islam, he's fought a lot of strikers, guys that could punch but aren't necessarily well-versed on the ground. So when you're fighting a guy that you're not well-versed on the ground, you're going to be real hesitant. You're cautious. So your striking might not look as good. Everything might not look as good. Whereas Oliveira, he's not worried about going on the ground because he's nice down there too, but he also can stand up as well. And he's tough as heck, man. He's been proving that these past couple of fights also, man. So it's going to be a dope one. But then you got Aljamain Sterling.
Okay.
He's fighting TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, wow.
So TJ's a big name, man. Obviously coming back.
Controversy with him.
A lot of controversy with him, but he's coming back into the fold, fighting for the belt. So that's going to be dope. And then the guy that Aljamain beat twice, remember it was the controversy between him and Petr Yan, the dude that need him. And then he was like, oh, man, what's going on with him? He's fighting as well on that same card as the third fight. He's fighting against Sugar Shane O'Malley.
Oh, wow.
The one with the crazy hair.
Yeah. That is a really good card.
Absolutely.
If I know all three of those fights that you're talking about, it has
all
to be a
three
good card.
Yes, absolutely. All three of these dudes. And then for like the super MMA heads, there's even some undercard fights where it's like, oh no, this dude is dope as well. He could be fighting for a belt in, the next 2 fights. So it's a dope card, bro. Yeah. So I'm hyped about that as heck.
Middle of the day. When's JMU play?
JMU. Oh man, we are at. Let me see what time it is because that is the homecoming one.
You might need a dual screen.
I've actually been enjoying dual screening. Like usually, I've never had to worry about that, but it's easy to do now that we on ESPN.
You do it on Sundays with Red Zone?
No. Usually, I'll have not in terms of Red Zone, but it'll be whatever the Steelers game. It's only when Steelers and Bills play at the same time. That's literally the only time I'm worried about it. If not, I'm going to be watching the Bills. I'm watching the Steelers. Everybody else is kind of just like secondary.
Have you done Red Zone yet?
In the sense of what?
NFL Red Zone. You ever see it?
Like, I know what you're referring to, yes. And it is
it's unbelievable.
But for me...
It's like the perfect little second TV to have.
It's not because you can't focus on all those TVs, man. No. But to me, I always go like this, man. I'll have, like, DirecTV on for whatever the channel is, and then on my phone or my computer, I have something else streaming. That's how I like to operate.
Okay. Who's been getting the main TV if it's Steelers-Bills?
Oh, no.
This year?
Is that really a debate?
I'm just saying.
Is it really a debate?
I'm hoping Steelers.
If it was really, you tell me. You could answer that question. That's all I'm saying. Y'all will know. Trust me, it will be.
You live in Pittsburgh, so it should be Pittsburgh.
When Buffalo is priority one, there will not be a secret. I can assure each and every one of y'all, everybody that hears this, looks at this video, whenever that day does happen, it won't be a secret. No, it won't be a secret at all. In fact, that picture, you see that picture right there? That'll probably be changed as well when that day happens. Until that changes, you ain't got to worry about that, man. Come on now. Yeah. But when that happens, though, Deke, just know, Deke. Oh, it's going to be crazy. It might be blue and red strobe lights in here, Deke. I'm telling you, man, the chair that you sitting in might turn into red with blue tabletops over here, Deke. I'm telling you, we're going to have blue and red little microphone covers, man. All right, Deke.
That's not going to work for me.
He said it ain't going to work. That ain't going to work, bro.
You're going to have to call some contractors or something.
No, that's what we going.
Split the room in half.
Yeah, you keep trying me, Deke. You keep trying me. That's where it's gonna go. We're gonna be blue and red in here, man. We're gonna be looking like a nerd pack. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna have all the blue, all the red. And I said a nerd pack. We're gonna like Skittles. That's what I meant to say. Excuse me. We're gonna look like Skittles in here. That's what we're gonna look like, bro. It's gonna be blue, red. We have a little blue and red theme music, blue and red background on the overlays. Yeah, man. Yup. I think you would like it personally, though.
Doesn't work for me.
You know you would like blue and red. Blue
doesn't fit my eye.
Blue will bring out your eyes. Red is gonna bring out the beard. You know, and you be good like that, man.
Works when we're talking about America, not a football team from Buffalo.
Come on, man. How could you not get behind them colors? Red, white, and it's got some blue in there.
There's different shades when we're talking about America.
No. They're actually identical. They match the American flag like perfectly, man. Perfectly. Come on, baby.
No, there's different tints.
I'm telling you, look good in blue and red too, bro. That's your color, low key. Like the black and gold is dope on you, but blue and red, Dick. Blue and red, baby.
Nah, black and gold's where it's at.
Blue and red has your name on it. I'm gonna just you just gotta try it out one time. So just try it.
No.
Try once, man.
No.
That's
not happening.
You know, just as soon as that blue and red just lays on your body. Oh, what is this? This cotton feels a little bit more cottonier. You know, I'm telling you. All right. But it's not that just yet. We're still black and gold. So y'all stop playing with me, man. All right. Hey. No, we ain't doing that. Let's go. But let's start it how we always do, man. Let us know where you are tuning in from so we give those big boy shout outs because we do have Steven Sims joining the show 4:00. And I'm excited about that, man. Coming off a very impressive performance, man. So we definitely got to get ready for that. And we still got to tap into this preview as well, man. A lot on the table. And we're going to have to see how you're faring this week in terms of your picks and predictions. So I guess it was a good thing that we didn't go again on Monday night, right?
No, I would have covered. Broncos would have covered.
Oh, whoa.
It was +4.
I thought it was 3. I swear I thought it was 3 this whole time.
I think actually +4.5.
I thought it was 3 when we talked about it. I thought it was 3. Okay, because I was sitting here that night like, bro.
It was either 4 or 4.5.
Another L. Okay.
Well, that would have been a wash then, I guess, if it was 3. But I could probably bet a good. Actually, I'd bet a good amount of money that it was 4.
You could be right because remember, you was more intrigued with that game. I ain't want to touch that game, but I like it though, man.
I just needed to chase. I needed something.
Hey, you got a full slate this weekend. You got a full slate this weekend, baby.
I might just have to take a swing at every game this week.
He figured we're gonna get you in this action, bro.
Just literally do the opposite of what you want every game.
Hey, yo, you gonna have 17 picks this week. We pick. We gonna make it's a moving day this weekend. All right, big moving day there.
All right, we got some people tuning in here all over the country. Alex Papamichael, 561 Boca Raton, Florida.
Let's get it.
You know where we'll be this weekend, baby. He's already down in Florida.
And the MIA Yoda 305. Holla at him.
Sammy Buckets, 918 T-Town, Oklahoma.
I like that. Let's get it.
What's poppin', fellas? Can't believe we 7-point underdogs. I agree. And
that's what it is. I
all
didn't
these
even check the spread yet.
Yeah, no, it is.
Wow.
I think it was 6 or 6.5. Now it even moved to 7.
So Tua returning. That's what got the people going crazy down there.
All these clown NFL.com analysts predicted the Dolphins win.
I did see it was a clean sweep. Clean sweep. Dolphins.
Last 2 times they did that were the Bucs and the Bengals, and we see how that resulted. So go ahead, keep doubting us.
I like
these fake analysts. And we got lifted ones. Sacktown, the city of trees.
Hey now.
Flex Flow, 860.
I like it.
Germ, 824 from the 540.
Okay.
Jalen Howard, the 341 St. Louis.
Well, let me tap in real quick, man. I got Richard Arbizo tuning in from the 310 Carson City, Carson, California. Excuse me on that. Russell Swartz, the 724 Hermitage in the building. Jalen Howard, the 314 St. Louis. Love it, love it, love it, man. Can't forget about the homie Horse Ankle, the 415 Frisco. I'm assuming that's Frisco, Texas. Shout out. And we got Cal Monier, the 802. You know he in that Green Mountain State as well. Staying clear around 40 degrees in Toronto, which is 5 Celsius there. Shout out, shout out. And my man Rod Dollar, the 330 Youngstown, Ohio. As you already know, share a line, baby. Definitely like that. American Assassin, the 269 Kalamazoo in the house. Renegade _Bam, the 937 Springfield, Ohio in. Oh, stop it. My man Cameron, straight of the 713 Houston in the house.
All right, first super chat of the day. Matthew Gisner. Deke, have you seen the Penn's new retro jerseys? Have you seen them?
I have not just yet.
Right there.
Ooh, okay.
So they brought back the Robo Pen.
I like the pen on the front. Because you got that one, right?
That's the one I have in blue. Right. So I have a mixed reaction to this because the OG black / away jersey had a really cool like gray pattern behind the RoboPen logo.
Oh, not the
black. It was so unique. I'll pull that up in a little bit. So what they did though is this is a version of it. It was the home or white version. But they call these reverse retro. So this is pretty much exactly how the home one was.
Instead of being white, they made it black.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I'll show you the away one, and this is what, because this is sick. Like the jersey in and of itself, is that not a really sick jersey? But let me show you the away one and how it was supposed to be from back in the 90s. This one right here.
Okay.
So this is the white one. You see how it's literally the same thing. They just reversed the black and the white.
But I see the black one definitely has a different colorway on the front. Yeah.
That's hard, dude.
That is.
That's like. I've
actually never seen that before, bro.
Right here. Look, Yager.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
That's tough. That's the one we wanted.
And I see even on the sleeves, the stripe, you got the stripes going, I guess, horizontal, and then you got the ones going diagonal. So, yeah, man.
That's the one everyone
That's clean.
wanted.
That's clean.
But I guess Adidas or the NHL with this jersey release, they wanted to make it reverse retro. So 32 teams all have a retro jersey, but it's reverse. So I guess we couldn't be the outlier and just
now hold on.
Give us the OG away one.
I like that though. That thing is tough.
I'll take it, man. I'll take the RoboPen at least being back in the mix because who knows?
That is tough.
What this could like parlay into or snowball into down the line.
I like that. That could work.
It's sweet. The jersey in and of itself really sick, but I wanted the actual OG 90s away. Is what it is.
But we've opened the door to it now. Though.
That's what I mean.
We've opened
the
door.
Back at least.
We have opened the door.
It is back. Cameron Strader. What is the best trade scenario for the Steelers before the deadline? P.S. That Brady pack still being consumed as we speak. Shout out to Trina. Much love.
Shout out to Trina, absolutely. And yes, you better be still getting on that Brady pack, man. But you got to finish it up because we got to get ready for this Tua pack, you know. It's a little hybrid down there, man. I'm excited about that lefty action, man. I ain't never had that lefty pack. It's going to be a good one this week, baby. It's going to be a good one. But ideal trade scenarios before the deadline. This is Deke's department, man. You're the trade connoisseur, man. Yeah. Coach us up, baby. The floor is yours.
Listen, dude, I was thinking about this last night.
I knew you was. I want to say because you think trade. I like that that's the duality of us. I am like so like not anti-trade, but it's like the last thing that comes to my mind when I'm thinking of like roster movement. Whereas like I know for you, you're more like pro-trade versus, oh no, give this guy time, or let's see if we can sign something off the free agency market. I like it though.
I don't think we need to make a trade. If everyone's healthy,
okay,
I don't know if there's a spot for it because we're going to have Witherspoon, Levi Wallace, and Cam Sutton. There's a reason that you signed those dudes.
Very true.
And that is to be your top 3 starting cornerbacks. And I feel like they're good. When healthy, we see what they can do. And then when TJ comes back, it's going to be mainly TJ and Highsmith.
It is, yeah.
Malik Reed, we traded for him for a reason. That was to be our third guy.
When you're looking at him as a 3, it's like, yo, I
Devin
like that
Bush has been playing good.
Uh-huh.
Miles Jack, obviously he's been a stud. Spillane's been playing good as well.
Yeah.
Our defensive line feels pretty solid with Ogunjobi, Cam Hayward.
Health is the big factor.
Montravius Adams, and then also having Tyson as the backup now.
Mm-hmm.
On the offensive line, I feel good about our starters. Our receivers are really good. Feel good about our running backs, Najee, Jalen Warren, Pat Fryermuth, Zach Gentry. And then obviously Pickett's our quarterback. So
to me, the biggest thing has been just health. When
I
we
don't know if we need a move.
Yeah. And
listen,
I'm trying to think outside of TJ, we don't have any legit long-term or significant injury on that level. Well, we'll have to see what's going on with DeMarvin.
He's on the IR.
Right. But I'm saying just in the sense of like somebody that we don't know if he's even going to return. He would probably be the only one we would put in that category. Everybody else is coming back. TJ is coming back. You know, Minka is coming back. We talk about our DBs with the hammies. Those are guys that are coming back. So, yeah, I don't think you need to necessarily make that type of move either. But, you know, that's been my approach with this thing, man.
The only one I can think of is the one we flirted about yesterday a little bit. Is J.C. Horn. Just trade a first-round pick and get J.C. Horn. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Or if we traded a pick and got Brian Burns in there. But then it goes back to us probably have to deal with another Melvin Ingram scenario if we do bring Brian Burns in. We already have Highsmith leading the league in sacks, and then the depoys coming back healthy and TJ Watt.
That's a lot. That's a lot of moving pieces,
and then we also have Malik Reed. So I just don't know if we need to make a move right now. Part of me is thinking, could we call about Roquan Smith? But isn't that a disrespectful move to Devin Bush with how he's been playing?
It absolutely is. Devin and Spillane, both of them dudes would be pissed off by it. I mean, they understand it, but
not only just to them, but I even think the locker room. It's like, man, why you trade for this dude when Devin Bush is actually stepping up?
Exactly. We've been hollering about this dude finally doing it, and when he does, now you just move on. Like, I'm with you.
I don't know if we need to move that bad. I really don't. Maybe an interior defensive lineman just for depth. Because of Liao, as you brought up.
Like I said, it just depends on how long, because we don't have a lot of information on that. And since they put them right to IR, they never really had to answer a ton of questions about it either right now. So, yeah.
Because some of the cornerbacks that are getting floated around, like you saw yesterday, Bryce Hall, Sidney Jones from the Seahawks, William Jackson.
Yeah, he was another
Are
one.
any of those dudes actually better than the top 3 cornerbacks that we have?
No, like definitively where we're not having to speculate. That's the other part. Like,
and Jackson's got a pretty bad contract, double digits. So I don't want to mess with that.
Sidney is the one that's interesting, but once again, all 3 of these dudes are available for a reason. You know, when you're talking about Sidney Jones, he did get beat out, you know? So that is a part of it. When you're talking about William Jackson, it's like, yeah, we know some of the good and some of the bad with his game as well, man. So, yeah, I kind of like where we're at right now, outside of the health part. But if all of our issues are short-term dudes that can come back, it's like we don't need to mortgage the future for something that's going to be just a short-term answer right now.
Yep. Fish momentum. What's good? I'm eating my famous spaghetti.
Oh, hey now.
Nice. Devon.
I was about to ask him, man.
Hebert.
It's a little spaghetti action. All right now. All right.
He says, listening while studying for my A&P mechanics test. Nice.
Or does he mean AP mechanics?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But either way, though, shout out to you, though, man. Let's go. Study hard, baby. Let's get it.
He's like me. I used to always study and do school stuff with the TV on. Richard Arbizo. Can't wait for Spence versus Crawford, finally.
That's the one. Man, you keep saying finally. I'm still, until I see them actually in this ring, man, I'm real skeptical right now. Because every time it's supposed to get done, it's always something else just floating around, coming up. It's like, oh, man, it's supposed to fight in November. Oh, all right, now it's not November anymore. Oh, it's supposed to be this side. Oh, it's the A side, it's the B side. It's like, bro, just give me the fight. But this is the boxing stuff that makes people a little, perturbed. Because, like, in UFC, you always going to get the best fighting the best. It's going to happen. But losing doesn't matter as much either, because you can get right back in 2-3 fights and fight for the belt. boxing, man, it's always, hey, man, everything got to be perfect. No, I don't want to see this fight just shit. You got to wait. Oh, everything got to be perfect. Oh, it's like, no, man, just get the dudes in the ring and fight, bro. So when that does happen, I will be just as ecstatic. I'll be over the moon. But until that happens, I'm not getting over the top of any of this just talk right now between them two parties.
AJ Martinez, red of the Bills, will match Deke's face in anger, LOL.
Or when he blushes. Very true, man. Very true. I'm telling you, Russia color, man. That is definitely your color.
No.
Bro, just imagine that black hat. What if it was blue? Instead of it being a gold P, what if it was like a charging buffalo on that thing? A little,
it just wouldn't work.
Little blue buffalo red stripe on that thing. Deke, I'm telling you, man.
I just don't think it'd work.
I think it'd bring your eyes out, bro. You already like to wear dark colors, man. Like blue and red is that flat. It's just that pop. It's not too much, but it's just enough for you, man. Just enough.
Fish momentum. You should give out prizes at the stadium, Moats.
Why should I give out prizes at the stadium?
Give out free Bud Light drafts, maybe.
I'm gonna say, man, no, I'm trying to get prizes at the stadium. Somebody like, give me a prize at the stadium. I'll be trying to get me free drinks. Yeah.
Staying clear. November 15th. Leafs in Pittsburgh need to get William Nylander, Kenny Pickett together. Twins. Although I do believe Kenny Towers William.
Pull him up. What is it? I don't know this dude. That's what he looks like.
I've heard with Pickett, Morgan Wallen. I've showed you him before, right? The country singer.
Mm-hmm. But so I haven't heard this William Nylander.
Oh,
that second pitch with the hair comb back? Bruh.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, you could see it.
He definitely has that look,
kinda looks
bro.
like Pickett.
He has that look.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Fish momentum. I like this call. 4-4 by the bye week. Here we go. CJ Rose.
Why not?
What's up with William Jackson? Tomlin loved him. He's got a bad contract now, and he's old.
2 Cardinal cents. Bad contract and wow.
Yeah, it's not just a 1-year deal.
Nah, it is
It
not.
leaks into next year because I looked this up last night.
Yeah.
And if you were to cut him, his cap hit or his dead cap would be like $9 million.
So yeah, you locked in essentially. Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I'm good. We got 3 cornerbacks, like I said,
that are
arguably better.
Comparable. I'm about to say either in the same conversation or better, depending
and
on
all
how you
playing
look at
for $4 million a year.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. 2 of them we still have for another year. Cam Sutton, I think we're going to have to re-sign this offseason.
We'll extend them, though. We'll get them right.
We'll figure it out. But, yeah, that's it for the Super Chats right now.
Oh, and then we did have one last one. Richard Arbizo just pulled up. And, yeah, he's speaking on what I was just referring to with the box and stuff. He says, we won't get Garcia versus Tank until 2030. Watch. In terms of Ryan Garcia and then, obviously, Javante Tank Davis. Yeah, man. These 2 dudes should be on a collision course. They should be fighting next year. But we're not going to get that anytime soon because both parties got to protect their records. Got to protect. Oh, no. Build it up. Oh, no. Build it up. No. We can't get that fight. It's like, yo, just let these dudes get in the ring and get it in, man. That's all I want to see. But UFC going to give me that, man. And I'm getting it on Saturday, Deke. I can't wait. I'm going to finish off that Brady pack while I watch the UFC fights. And then I'm going to get ready for that Tua pack. I'm telling you now, man. That's how it's going to go. All right. So with that being said, man, perfect timing. Let's start off with this Steelers-Dolphins game preview. Obviously, we know primetime matchup down in the MIAO. Definitely excited about it. And it's looking like both teams are going to be, they should be both relatively healthy. Obviously, we have some little question marks that we're going to see with today's.
As well. Yeah, a couple question marks.
Correct. But in terms of like our main people, both sides should be pretty close enough. But 3-3 Miami Dolphins. How we feeling about them, man?
Really good. I can't believe we're considered 7-point underdogs right now.
That is I did not know that was the spread until you told me that. That is. That's low key kind of
mind blowing to me.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Coming off the game that we just had against the Bucs, and then just literally watching this Miami team for a few of their games. Well, I saw a lot of their early games, but even some of these games where they've done the whole Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson thing.
Yeah,
I don't think they're that good. I really don't. I think the 3-0 start was a little bit of a fluke. Now, are they still a solid team? Are they going to be able to compete week in and week out throughout the rest of their schedule? Sure, but I just don't think they're as good as everyone's thinking. Maybe it's because they were 3-0 with Tua, and then Tua left. They're 0-3.
Now he's coming back.
Now he's back. Oh, they're just going to go exactly back to what they were at the beginning. But if you watch those games, I didn't think they were that good at the beginning at all, because it was cool they were winning, but we talked about this in yesterday's podcast. I just didn't think it was sustainable. It was a fourth down, chuck it up. It was you got to give credit, because when Tua makes a good throw, receiver makes a good catch, and coverage and whatnot, that's a good play. But I don't think you can rely on that. The stuff that's sustainable is getting good drives going, playing like really sound defense. It's just been too up and down with them, and that's even whenever they did have Tua. So, yeah, I'm really surprised about this, the whole 7-point underdog. But I'll take it, whatever. I'll take Vegas's money or whatever betting app that I use as money, because I'm just going to bet Steelers money line. I'll even take the points on maybe some parlays and whatnot, and then just add to my bankroll.
Hey, when in doubt, DraftKings, that's always the one to go to, ladies and gentlemen. Promo code is Moats, man.
Exactly.
If you need guidance on that, you know? But, let me think, man. When I think of this Miami Dolphins team, it's very spot on what you were saying, in the sense that they're not a play in and play out scary team. They're an explosive team. Very different in terms of what we're talking about. So play in and play out scary. It's kind of like how we look at Tampa. It's like, man, they can move the ball consistently, right? They can throw the ball. You think of the Chiefs and the Bills. Like, man, not only can they throw it, but they can run it. They're always on schedule. They're always able to just move. But they, at the same time, can get an explosive play. They can take the top off of a defense. The Dolphins, they don't have that ability to just consistently move the ball. At times, their offense is very stagnant. The difference, though, is they are very explosive, and their productivity boils down to two players. There's no, mystery about it. It's Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. It's the reason why one is leading the league in receiving yards, and the other guy is number 5 in the league with receiving yards. Their run after catch ability, the offense's intentional just force feeding these guys, they make sure that they're going to get ample opportunity to stretch the field vertically, but also to threaten your guys in terms of their tackling. And that's the stuff that kind of gets overlooked when you're talking about this Dolphins team, in particular their offense. It's not just Tyreek Hill being fast and you're worried about taking the top off the defense. It's when they throw it to him on a 5-yard out, and now you have to tackle this guy in space, and he makes that first defender miss, and now it's a foot race, and he picks up 15. That's the things that they do so well that keep them on track. And when you talk about why they were able to win those first couple of games and even stay relevant throughout Tua being gone, it's because of that right there. The difference to me between the first 3 games and the last 3 is they got a lot of the lucky breaks to go their way in those first 3 games. You talk about Baltimore, they were down big, had multiple things go their way to get up out of that stadium. New England, dude, it's 4th and 7. If they just tackle Jalen Waddle, it's a different ball game. 3 defenders.
And Mac Jones just played horrific.
Absolutely, but the play that really changed a lot of it was a 4th and 7 where 3 defenders are right there around Jalen Waddle, and they just don't tackle him. They allow him to split it, and part of that is on how gifted he is.
Right.
The run after.
Right. The throw was great. The catch was great. Like, give credit. But
it was
if you're relying on that game in and game out.
Yeah, it was like a 7-yard pass. It wasn't like anything astronomical, but the run after. We talked about the Bills game. It was a 3rd, I think, 17 that they ended up completing. Critical point in the game. Like, those are the type of things that they do that are very fluky at times, but that was what was going their way in those wins. Whereas now, when you're watching the tape, it didn't bounce their way like that these past couple of games. And part of that, with Tua not being out there, I do account some of that to him, because he is, even though I don't think he's an elite quarterback, he is still clearly better than Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson right now. But that to me is their offense. So when I'm looking at him, and I'm just simply, I break it down, you know how I do, advantages and disadvantages. The stuff that I feel like makes me just uneasy when I'm looking at this team, the receivers, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. I look at their blitz package defensively, because outside of Jalen Phillips, I'm not really worried about a ton of them one-on-one, but they blitz a ton. They like to show up at the line of scrimmage. And what does that do for offensive lines and for young quarterbacks? It confuses them. You look at them against the Minnesota Vikings, that was probably their best game in terms of generating pressure consistently, but it was a lot of just dudes running free. It was, hey, man, is this guy blitzing or not? Oh, I slid this way, but the backside guy came. Oh, dang. All right. I thought I was going to double this tackle right here, but he loops around, and now he's a free rusher. It's a lot of that in terms of them winning. And now Jalen Phillips, he did have a good game. He ended up, I think it was, 3 QB hits, I think it was, in this past game. Maybe, I don't think he got a sack. He either had 3.5 sacks or 3 QB hits and maybe 1 sack total, but he was also getting off. But a lot of what they do is their blitz look. And at times when I think of how offensive line plays, we still struggle with communication at times. That Bucs game still was having some miscommunication, man, across that front. And it's not necessarily my guy is better than your guy. It's just if my guy doesn't know where he's supposed to be going, that's some of the issues that we've had. I mean, even some of the plays where Kenny got hit last week, it was that. It wasn't necessarily a guy just flat out getting beat. We did have that, but that wasn't nowhere near the issue. It was, man, this isn't this is not a screen play, bro. You need to stay in here and like protect. Oh man, dude, why y'all slide this way when the pressure's coming out? It's like that type of stuff. And what they like to do pre-snap in terms of how they like to align with their blitzes, that's some of the stuff that I am a little bit concerned about. And then the last thing that I was concerned was just the running backs in the sense of their usage. They shouldn't be a factor, but they can be if we don't do what we're supposed to do in terms of our tackling. Because Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds are
kind of
capable
like the Patriots
backs.
Game.
Yes, absolutely. It's just like that. It's like they're not scary, but if you don't respect them, they will hurt you in this type of game. And that's what we can't have happen. We can't allow them to legitimately be able to rely on a running game when we're talking about a Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. We don't need to be worried about that when you got those two animals to deal with. And so far this season, they haven't had the most success running the ball. But if you allow that to happen on top of what they already have at receiver, it could be a nightmare. So that's the part for me where it's like, I'm not over the top concerned about it, but I do want to acknowledge it. But the areas where I think we're going to have strengths, though, man, our pass rush, we should win up front. Now, granted, they're still banged up. Their week 1 starting tackles, they're not there. Terran Armstead is still not even guaranteed that he's going to make it back this week.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Greg Little, that's the guy that's been starting right or left, just depending on, who's been available. He gives up a ton of pressure. Whether he's on the right or the left, he gets beat a lot. And when I'm looking at league leader in sacks, Alex Highsmith, I'm saying, bro, this is the matchup. This is the one.
And Malik Reed.
Come on now.
Stride maybe a
this
little
is
bit.
the one.
Gain
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And not just do I think we'll be able to win in terms of some of the one-on-ones, but on the flip side, you can trick them as well. You look at the Minnesota Vikings defense, they're up front, man. It wasn't a ton of just, oh, man, Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter are kicking their butts. They were winning, but it was still the pressure in terms of they have free rushers coming through. The disguise was tricking the Dolphins' offensive line at times. So when I look at that, I'm excited about it.
Devin Bush sack this week,
Come on now. The next thing is our wide receivers. When you talk about how to attack this Dolphins defense, you want to throw it. You want to go ahead and attack these dudes, man. I don't think they're like that. Like, Xavier Howard is good, but we talked about him yesterday. He's been giving it up some a little bit, man. But they run a ton of man. And when you talk about that, it puts them in binds at times. And when you have a group that doesn't win a ton of one-on-ones in terms of their pass rush, they don't generate a ton of pressure, and you're playing a ton of man, that's recipe for disaster. Now, we know some of the numbers per se in terms of what they've given up is a little bit skewed just because when you talk about going against how Baltimore was able to put up numbers against them, Buffalo put up numbers against them. It was another team I'm drawing a blank on, was also able to have some success like that. We know it could be a little bit, is it really that bad? But to me, I do feel like our receivers, granted, we're not saying that we have a Stephon Diggs. We're not saying that that's the case. But what we are saying is we should be able to win this matchup in a similar fashion the way that those guys were. Absolutely. That's how I look at it. I'm like, we not saying that we're there, but we got guys that are at least in that upper class. You know what I mean? We're talking about where they're at right now. So to me, I think that should be an advantage for us. And then even though he's going to be on the show in a little bit, before we even knew he was going to be on the show, Steven Sims, when you watch the tape, man, their special teams, in more particular their coverage units, they give it up a little bit, man. And that is something where the Minnesota Vikings were able to take advantage of. They had a couple of field flipping returns against them in that game, man. So to me, when I think of Steven in this return game, I'm like, the same way we looked at that last week and we said, man, those type of plays matter. Those type of, field flipping plays, those type of whether you're still in possession and special teams, whatever it is, if you can get something added there, that helps. To me, I look at our special teams and I say, man, Steven Sims, bro, you got to have another one like that. And why not? Why not? Get the hammy right, but why not?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
I got a couple things to add. One of them, whenever you were talking about the Dolphins' pressure and how they will blitz a lot, because I think they are top 5 or 6 in the league in terms of teams that blitz and their percentage of plays that they'll do that. But What's good about that is that now it can't. No matter what, it can cause problems, just confusion and stuff.
But I'm with you.
But they're not that amazing at it because I think they're bottom like 3 or 4 in overall pressure that they get on the quarterback.
That's what we're saying.
Knockdowns, hits, and sacks, and all that stuff. Now it could if we don't take care of our business in terms of the offensive line. But I'm really liking how they've been playing recently. So hopefully it's not a problem. And then the other thing to add to, you mentioned the receiving core versus their cornerbacks. We could add Pat to that, too. He should cook whatever linebackers on him are also safe.
And he's been practicing, so... And I think it was Coach Tomlin when they asked him about, just how Claypool had that type of game. It was Matt Canada. Basically saying, like, whether it's Claypool, whether it's Pat, whoever is in that particular role in terms of working that slot or the number 3 receiver position, they should be able to have another game like that this week, man. So if it is Pat, then, yeah, he definitely needs to be the guy there.
So I'm thinking... with how the Dolphins play, with how they score, it should actually be a very similar formula from what I talked about last week against the Bucs. Because of how we were limited on defense, all we talked about was like, dude, just back up, let them run the ball, let them throw short passes, be bend but don't break.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way with the Dolphins having Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Let them get in the red zone. I don't think they're going to score. The red zone offense isn't that amazing.
Nope.
Just don't give up the big play. And I feel like you're seeing that a lot from around the league. A lot of people are complaining about the low scores and everything. I just feel like teams have got fed up over the last 3-4 years of Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. These type of dudes just scoring in the snap of a finger.
Everybody is saying snap that ball 10 to 12 times. Make you execute or make them execute. That's what it is.
And I feel like that should be the strategy here too.
Yeah.
And I like our offense. I like how we've been trending and everything. I don't think the Dolphins' defense is that good. They got some good players. We talked about that yesterday. But really, as a whole, there's not too much that worries me about this game. If we take care of our business, if our defense can play like what they did last week, and I don't see why they can't. We just did it against the Bucs and Brady. Why can't we do it against Miami?
I will say this is the difference to me, though. Go ahead.
Their receivers get better separation than the Bucs. No. And can take the top off. I guess that would be the difference.
No, more than that. Intentions. Tampa wasn't as intentional in terms of force feeding Mike Evans. They're going to force feed Tyreek Hill. They're going to force feed Jalen Waddle. That's the difference to me. I thought last week with the Bucs, they were doing a lot more of trying to hand it off to Fournette, trying to start some type of run game. Miami, they're not lying to themselves like that. They are who they are. We talked about how it didn't matter if it was Skylar Thompson, Teddy Bridgewater, or Tua. Everything is what? Run action, shot, crosser. They're going to force this ball to those two guys, and the challenge that presents is not about can you do it. It's about can you do it every single time, because when we're as we just broke about, absolutely. How many times do we watch those two guys in particular, and it's like, okay, yeah, you tackle them 7 times, but the one time you don't, they take it 60. The one time you don't, they take it 40. That's what they bring to the table. So it's more so just the repetitiveness. And that is what we did not get in Tampa. Tampa was definitely more spread out. It was like, oh, can we hit Godwin? We're going to go to Evans. We're going to really try to get Fournette involved. We're going to work these tight ends. They're not doing that. When we look at them, man, who do they target on pass plays? It's either Tyreek or it's Jalen. And if it's not, you might get a sprinkle of Gesicki. Other than that, though, we know where they want to go with that rock, and they will make our guys have to tackle. So my big thing in terms of not necessarily being fearful, but the big concern is not just keeping a lid on it, because that's going to be a challenge in its own right, the tackle, the catch part, because they get a ton of yards that way,
We did that well last week, so we need to keep it up.
We did, but like I said, man,
these
Godwin and Evans,
they're a little bit more slippery.
Night and day compared to these type of receivers. And I always think to myself, man, whenever you're in practice and you're preparing for this type of speed, you watch it on tape, it's fast. You like, bro, I got that, though. You do it in a walkthrough. All right, I got that, bro. You see it in practice. Practice squad receiver runs. Oh, I got this concept, bro. Until you get out there and it's actually Tyreek Hill and you're like, oh, this is speed that I've never seen before. This is not like I've seen in practice. This is not what it looked like on tape. That's the stuff, man, where it's like, how fast can we adjust to that? How fast do we adapt to that? Because them dudes coming off the bus rolling. Like, they don't warm up to it. When they get that rock, they full go right now. And you see early on in the games with the Dolphins, they're, hey, man, we're going to get you these rocks early. We're going to see. We're going to make them know early and often this is where we're going with that ball. So, to me, man, we really got to be on our P's and Q's in terms of the tackling element of it, man.
I guess the thing that benefits us in terms of more just similarities or differences between Dolphins and Bucs would be Bucs had Brady, Dolphins have Tua. Now, Tua has made some nice throws. But it's like, do you really believe it? Do you really believe it's going to be that consistent? In particular, his first game coming off of this dramatic concussion.
But see, that's part of what makes him like this iffy quarterback, because we see his numbers, but we also know that I'm only going here. I'm only going here. And some of this stuff, I'm just like, we said it's kind of fluky. Some of it is a 3-yard pass and the guy just, is picking up 15 to 12 or 15 to 20 off of it. Whereas with Brady, it's way more complex. Brady, it's like, everybody's a weapon. You got to worry about his above the neck, all that type of stuff. Tua, it's just, man, he's going here.
And even if one of these receivers get open.
Yeah. Can he consistently hit him?
Oh, yeah, exactly. There's a good chance he's going to underthrow it. Because it's not like he hasn't done that either. They just really haven't had to pay for it yet.
They have not. It's been some where those guys come back. Yeah, but I just don't believe it just yet. I don't. I think that I don't even know if, like I said, I don't know if it's really growth or it's just he has two guys right now. Almost like I'm trying to think.
The McDaniel system.
I was gonna use this analogy, but I didn't want to do this because you might come back and use this against me later on. I don't really want to do that with my quarter. See, why did I know you were gonna go there?
I'd say Kirk's a better thrower of the football than Tua.
He is, but that concept though. Think about like Kirk always has numbers, and you would think he's in oh man, you look at Rod, you look at these guys, and it's like, on paper, the numbers are going to flirt with it, but he is not that type of guy. He has a Justin Jefferson and an Adam Thielen. Oh, and his worst guy is the Kyle Rudolph dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's the scenario. Now, I do think that's a higher level of it. It's a higher version, but it's like that, man. Yeah. And instead of them having Dalvin Cook, they just split it up with Mostert and Edmonds.
Yeah.
But it's very similar. That's what it reminds me of, man.
Either way, I really like our chances this week.
Is it that time?
We want to do score predictions right now?
Or how did we do it last time? I couldn't remember. Did we have the people put their predictions in first, or did we just preview it, interview, and then when we did picks, we did ours?
We could do it however. I honestly can't remember. I think we've done it different every week, to be honest.
You're probably right. We probably have.
Because a couple of the weeks early on, we
dropped them on Thursday or Wednesday.
Did this part with the whole likes and dislikes as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your call. We got what? 9 minutes till the interview?
9 minutes to the interview. All right. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and do that then, man. Let's go ahead and start dropping some of these score predictions in here, at least from the chat. Let us know how you think this game goes, score prediction-wise. Steelers, Dolphins. Yes, indeed. And while you're doing that, make sure you hit the like button as well on the stream. Let the people know, not just us, but YouTube and the others that might be looking in and saying, hey, man, what's going on over there? Is that some Steelers action over there? Yeah, we in here, baby. Deke, the Bills fan, don't worry about him. But the rest of us, we in here.
I'll read these super chats then real quick.
All right, let's get it.
Fish Momentum says, Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and Pickett are long-lost bros? ? I'd say Cousins.
Trevor got the long hair, too. All right.
I'd say Cousins.
Pull up Herbert's face again. I'm trying. I gotta see a side-by-side with that one.
Him and Pickett might be brothers. Lawrence is like their cousin or something. Second cousin.
Let's say because I'm like I can picture the Lawrence resemblance with the hair. It's like Herbert. That's the one. I'm like, let me see it. All right, they family.
Yeah, family.
They definitely family.
Cousins, whatever.
They family.
And then we got.
Is it just the comb back hair, bro?
Probably.
I feel like that's
what
it is.
If they all get a buzz cut, they probably look the same.
Yeah.
No. I mean, they might
look different. Yeah, it's the
no.
comb back
I
hair.
can see it. I can see it. If they all got a buzz cut,
the smile right there,
they're
though.
Cousins.
The picture will
they're
look
cousins.
Yeah.
I think they're cousins. If anyone's brothers, I think it's Herbert and Pickett.
Yeah.
And then Lawrence is their cousin, but
they definitely got something.
Either way, there's some resemblance there. Yeah. AJ Martinez relaxing and a tough workout before an all-nighter for school papers.
Let's get it, man. All right.
Well, best of luck. Mm-hmm. Mike Lang, Moats, if you're the DC, are you running more cover 2, cover 4 variations instead of traditional match cover 3 we run? Deke, KP8 over under 250 yards. Ooh, good question.
Well, for me, man, this is simple. Cover 2, more so Tampa 2. Excuse me, that Tampa 2. I like 2-man in terms of sub package ball, and I still like cover 3. But let me talk to you about why. All right, when we're talking about the Tampa 2 element and the base defense, I like it because, number one, my corners are aggressive. They're squat corners. They're getting hands on these receivers, not letting them free release, not letting them just run fast. All right, so they can be super aggressive, but they don't have to worry about the vertical carry element of it because they have safety help over top. So it's essentially a pseudo double team. But the Tampa 2, instead of it being a regular cover 2, is that middle linebacker. We've seen Miles Jack do it. We've seen Robert Spillane do it. I don't think we've seen Devin Bush do it in the regular season. But they're running that middle area. So instead of just sitting at the linebacker depth, they have that freedom to roam linebacker depth to safety depth. So it also gives you a little bit of protection on some of those over routes, right? The deep crossing routes and stuff like that. So I like the Tampa 2 out of base. When we talk about 2-man out of sub package ball, same concept, right? Just no middle runner. We're going to still have 2 safeties high to protect you up top, but everybody else aggressive, man-to-man underneath. So once again, I'm getting hands on these receivers. They're not getting free releases, but they have help over top, because with these type of guys, we know you can jump them, you can get hands on them on occasion, but they're going to get open because they're top-notch receivers. That's why you want to have that safety help over top. And then the cover 3 element is just when they're doing some of the crossing route stuff, and that's going to be more so on Terrell Austin, just having a feel and a flow for when they're trying to do play-action pass crossing routes versus when they're going to take their shots more of a vertical route, because you don't want to do cover 3 versus a 4 vert look or anything like that because you're short a guy, But when you're talking about some of this crossing stuff, the zone element of a cover 3 gives you eyes to see that, and it just puts you in a better position tackling wise. So that's kind of my approach of what I would do. And you just got to mix it up, man. And you still going to blitz it in there as well, because you don't want to just sit on your heels and allow Miami to dictate what happens. But you just got to be smart in terms of when you decide to dial it up, man, because ain't nothing worse than you being one-on-one with Tyreek. And it's like, hey, man, the difference between you and this 70-yard touchdown is, can you tackle him on a stop route? That's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. So, like I said, man, I would take that approach if it was me. But, yeah, man, what about you in terms of the KP8 over under 250? What did he end up with?
I don't think we're going to need 250 from him.
250, a lot.
I just don't think we are. I think we're going to have a nice balanced attack. He's going to play good. Trust me, I think he's going to play good. I think our receivers are going to get open against these cornerbacks. I think Pickett's going to be making a lot of right reads. But I think we get some stuff going with our ground game as well. I'm saying under, but again, not in like a bad way. Just as we'll get like 220, 230, maybe a couple touchdowns from him.
Yeah, see, 230.
I don't think we're gonna need a shootout. Whereas like last week, you could even see right off the bat
it was going to get to that. Yeah.
All right, we were going through Pickett, man. We were dropping back. Pickett was nickel and diming the Bucs defense. And even though he didn't have the craziest of stat lines whenever he got hurt, I think he only had like 60, 70 yards. Yeah. I think that was just more due to opportunities and how the game flow was going and how the Bucs were able to keep drives going and keep killing the clock. Because he really only had 2.5 real series.
Yeah. Then
where
after
he
that,
could
it was
try to go the full field. And then, he missed the whole second half.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to need that much from him. I'm saying like 220, so I will say the under. But I think combination of Najee Harris and Jalen Warren have a good game too.
I like it. I was going to go ahead and start setting up the headphone stuff just because he's calling us. We're not calling him.
I'll read some of the
read some the predictions off.
Litzberg 7. It says 35-7. Ben comes back for this game.
The 7 revenge tour?
Yeah, is there a reason Ben would be down at Miami's stadium for this one?
Maybe I think Pouncey's supposed to be down there, so maybe it's like a reunion, bring the band back.
Fair. Yeah, they were close. Steve Anders, 28-17, offense getting in the groove. Yes, sir. Jesse Miller, 27-10 Steelers. Omar Villalobos, 24-20 Steelers.
All right.
Maxwell Cabell, 23-13. C. Brown, I believe the Steelers get the dub. Fish fry on Sunday night. Oh, wow.
Let's get it. That's a little fun right there. I like that.
That would be a great call to have an addition with the pack.
It would. Where you going to get it?
McDonald's. No, they don't do it now.
They don't do it. Yeah,
they don't do it. They only do it over let, right?
I'm trying to think. You got, but this is.
No, or is it? I don't know. I never order a fish fillet when I go to McDonald's. Is it year round?
Man, you could find
I always
somewhere.
get McDoubles.
Just find somewhere here on a Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Somebody gonna have some type of.
You could go to John Eagle and
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Buy something that you could throw in the fridge and then just microwave.
Get you the little. What's the little golden box one with the little raincoat, dude? Get that one.
Right. That's a great call.
What is that one again? I don't even remember the one. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. The little yellow box.
Wait, who said that? Dude. C. Brown. Listen,
that was dope right there. I like.
If I'm eating like a fish sandwich or something, smoking the Dolphins pack. You definitely get credit for that.
That is tough. That's tough. Jesse Miller says Long John Silver's. You can go to Long John's. That's another one. Yeah, we're going to get you that fish pack, man. Dang, that's kind of smart. I like that. That's dope.
Jamie Carlo, 23-20 Steelers. Everyone's saying Steelers. Mike Kara, actually, no. He's got 32-17 Fins. Says, sorry, hope I'm wrong.
I hope so as well. Pretty please be wrong.
Sajin Pintel, 27-14 Steelers dub. Heard 7 is going to be down there for the Wings. What?
What's the Wings is going on down there?
I'm not sure. All right, duplicate scores here. Christopher Sexton, 24-17 Steelers. Thomas Riley says the same score. And C. Brown has approved if I do that. He's given it the stamp of approval.
All right. I like
he's good with that.
I like it. Question, do you think he's calling directly at 4 o'clock?
No. So
okay, cool. Let's keep it rolling then.
Yeah. Do you want to read more of the scores, or we got a couple more super chats that just popped in?
Let's do a couple more scores, just to be safe, because he might call it 4. We never know.
Okay.
But if he does not, then we'll go ahead and transition back to the supers, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Cameron Schrader, 21-13. KP8, 2 touchdowns passing. That's all I'm feeling too. Little 230.
That's all we
2
need
touchdowns.
Too, man. Something like that would be perfect.
Clean game. He throws for like 80% completion rate.
Yeah.
He's just throwing dimes, and it doesn't have to be bombs or anything like that. It's just surgical. We're moving the ball down the field.
And no turnovers.
Right.
No turnovers.
I don't think we will.
Nope.
We also got Rod Dallas.
Shout out, though.
27-24. A little bit of a high scoring game.
Steelers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caleb Beaver, 23-13. A lot of people, listen, I'm kind of in the same boat with a lot of these people. Steelers have a score in the 20s. Dolphins have a score in the teens. I'm not going to give my exact number just yet, but I'm thinking the same thing. Michael Vecchiarelli, 17-14 Steelers. What you think? Must be like a boss field goal or something to close it out.
Okay.
Whoa, we got an OT. Fastest ending. Says 23-20.
OT.
Steelers get the dub.
OT on prime time, bro. It's gonna be like, oh.
I'm excited for prime time. That's our first one the whole season. Well, Thursday night, if you want to count that.
Thursday, yeah.
But everything else has been 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Sunday night games are my favorite.
Nah, Sunday is dope. It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard.
Phillip Hopkins, 24-21 in OT again, with the Steelers winning. Jacob Glenn, 27-20 Steelers. Says Pittsburgh, go ahead touchdown, last 5 minutes.
We definitely need that then.
So what you thinking, dude? 401.
Well, let's go ahead and do supers, man.
All right.
Absolutely, because I think
we still need our score predictions,
because I'm
too.
Well, my fear is we're going to start talking about our score predictions, and then he's going to call. So it's easier for us to spin the block and come back with just our predictions at the end of it.
Sure.
That's how I figure we do it.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
AJ Martinez, Sabotage 7.
See what I just said?
He's
calling right now. And so you talk, I'm going to answer this.
It's good timing.
Hello. What's up, man? How are you, man? Good. Appreciate you again, man. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen,
I do a quick intro. We'll get right to it, all right?
Steelers kick returner.
I appreciate you again, man.
And wide receiver, Steven Sims. Hope you guys enjoy the interview.
It's funny.
All right, you got me over there?
I got you.
There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've told you about him. We said we were going to have Steven on today, man, and we're extremely excited to have him here with us, man. This guy's in his 4th season, 2nd year right here in Pittsburgh, returner and wide receiver out of the University of Kansas. Without further ado, number 82, Steven Sims. Let's get it, man. So first off, man, we definitely appreciate you taking some time to, hop on the show with us. And you're coming off of a pretty impressive game against the Bucs, man. Just talk about kind of what went into your return productivity, man.
Really just Danny and the guys up front.
Yeah.
We were on our details about what the Bucs we knew we could have. We had some return yards to get with the Bucs. And Danny was just stressing it. He like, man, Steve, you gotta go get them. It's yards there to have them. go get them. And the first couple of attempts, they were scheming us up pretty well. 41 was making some plays. He was lining up in different spots, and we came back to the sideline like, Danny, let's try something else. Let's try something else. And we tried middle, and we popped it on the first one coming out the gate.
No, absolutely, man. It was beautiful, and I like some of the blocking that was going on as well, man. Your guys definitely like you. I could tell how they block for you, man. But
yeah, you could tell when the guys block for you, if they like you or not.
hey, 100%. Because a lot of us that have blocked on kickoff return, that is not what we do. So if we like you, we're gonna give you it all. Absolutely, man.
Well, definitely.
Hey, and seeing how them dudes is going for you, man, I respect the heck out of you for that, man. But I did have a grievance though, man. You fast as heck, okay? We done seen the next gen speed and all this other stuff. We watch you on tape. You always flying. How the heck did you get caught, man?
Man,
come on,
bro,
now.
I don't know.
Come on, man. You faster than that, man.
He got something in the system, man.
I was just shocked. I'm like, no way he gets caught. This the open. We all throwing up hands. I'm watching on tape. I'm seeing everybody celebrating, and it's like, no way.
Man, good. You making me feel even worse about it.
No, but in all seriousness, though, man, it was, like I said, good to see you just in the open field like that, man, because you really were impactful in that way, and it really helped us out in terms of the team getting the victory. But I wanted to also dive into just the difference for you when you having that ball in your hand as a return man versus when you're doing it as a receiver, man, and just the difference of perspective for you and how you address that.
It's kind of like with the returning, it's like I do all the work. I get the ball, then I do all the work. Receiver is more so like I run the route, then once I do the work first, then get the ball, and then from there it's like you can do more. Either I get more yak, or it might be a possession catch. It's kind of like in a return game, I got to do all the work with the ball.
Now, which one's more exciting for you? Because, I mean, when I'm looking at you as a return, man, I'm like, dude, this happening so fast. You don't really have time to, like, think, or at least that's how it looks from my perspective. But then when you get the ball at receiver, it's like, all right, you got time to set something up. You could juke here, do that. It just looks like it's a little bit more time.
Yeah, definitely. You have to hit it on the returns. It's no wasted movements, no steps. That's why, like you, a lot of times you won't even see me catching the ball going backwards. If I'm going backwards or I don't feel like I'm coming forward back at the kickoff unit, I'll dead it.
You'll set it down? Okay.
Set it down, fair catch, because you got to hit the seams right now. You can't wait. There's no waiting around, no dancing. You go left or right. That's what they want you to do. So it's definitely a little bit quicker on in the return game than it is at receiver.
Nah, no doubt. And I appreciate you breaking that down as well. Now, we know at the beginning of the season, you weren't the starting returner. You kind of had to wait your turn in that sense. But just talk about how did you stay prepared both mentally and physically during that time where you weren't getting those opportunities?
It's kind of like, last year I was here, but I was on practice squad. A lot of people don't know that. I was here. I was just on practice squad, working and waiting, for my opportunity. Like Coach T says, just work while you wait. He's definitely a man of his word when it comes to that. He says that all the time.
Absolutely.
Work while you wait. And I definitely, that's just something that I always kept in my head. Work while you wait. I'm just waiting. I'm getting better for when it is my turn. And this year I'm active now. I wasn't starting at the beginning of the season, but just being on the active roster was like, okay, here I come. I'm moving. I'm taking steps forward. Just keep doing what I've been doing. And, I finally got the opportunity last week, and the rest is history.
Let's go.
Well, when you finally did get your opportunity against Buffalo, we didn't see you out there. Everyone on the broadcast is saying eye injury. So what happened? How does this eye injury happen?
Everybody was panicking over here, man.
Man, Kenny's arm just so strong. Kenny threw a ball, man, and it came right through my hands. It hit me dead in the eye. My eye was wide open. So it was serious. Yeah. I'm thankful to, still have my sight and everything to be able to recover as fast as I did.
What? It was like that, man? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was direct impact on my eye. My eye was wide open.
Oh, my
And it was the point of the ball.
Jeez.
So what happened afterwards? How'd you get back in the game? Because we eventually did see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go inside, covering up my face, a little mad. little tears in my eyes.
You wouldn't want to see it.
I didn't want nobody to see that because I was hurting. I was in pain, Artie. I was in some pain, man.
So I say, yo, my eyes a little watery. I'm gonna go in the man. When you would have been all right, you could have, bro. You got hit in the eye. You could have cried out there, man. Wasn't nobody gonna say nothing. Yo, that is funny.
Yeah, I had to run inside, get with Wig real quick.
Shout out
They started putting stuff in my eye to numb it up, make it calm down, and I mean, I told Danny at the start of the game that I would do it. You know, I would go and do return. I was more comfortable with kick return than punt just because of my eye at the start of the game. But he was like, I'm gonna just let your eye cool down a little bit more, and then we'll see how it goes. And then that's when y'all see me when I came in the game.
Gotcha.
At return, man.
Makes sense.
Now your eye is recovered fully since then, right?
Yes, sir. I'm back. I'm back in business.
Just check. I don't know too many eye doctors, nothing like that. But I was like, I'm gonna find somebody, man. If you need some eye work, I got somebody. All right.
It was tough catching the ball in Buffalo because the doctor was telling me to keep my eye closed all the way up until right before I caught the ball.
What?
So it was tough catching the kick returns. Yeah, it was tough.
Oh my gosh.
Because everything was aggravating that eye. The wind blowing, everything. When I put my helmet on and I breathe, some of the air would push up in my helmet, and I feel that on my eye. So it was like it was brutal in Buffalo.
Man, and see, most of the time people just watch the game and they don't have a clue some of the stuff that's going on. That there is a prime example. Close your eye until the ball gets there, then open it up. What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it pushed me to some limits that, you know, like,
absolutely.
Man, now I feel like I catch anything. I got two eyes.
No, respect, man, respect.
Well, definitely.
Now I'm going back to the off season. Can you take me through your mentality, just being on the Steelers as a receiver, also a return man, where we have Deontay coming back, Claypool's coming back. We draft Pickens. We draft Calvin Austin. Anthony Miller's on the team. We bring in an all-pro return man and Gunnar Olszewski. Also, we signed Miles Boykin, too. What is going on in your mind? Are you just like, oh, shit, what the hell, man? Like, we're bringing in all these receivers, all these other dudes I got to compete with. How did you just kind of, like, stick with it and just, you know, let it rub off your shoulder and be like, man, I'm going to stay focused?
Just the work, just focusing on the work and not really focusing on none of that. You know, those guys, I can't control what the people upstairs do or who they bring in the building or, you know, what they like, who they like. That's something that I can't control. All I could control was just working hard, you know, putting myself in the best position physically, and coming back and just seeing what happens. You know, I know what I could do. I always knew I was talented enough to do it. I was just waiting on my opportunity, and, you know, sitting around, if I would have been thinking about Gunnar and all these guys getting signed, then that would have took me off my game. So I couldn't focus with that. And that kind of happened when I was in Washington 2 years ago. They brought in a whole lot of guys, and I wasn't focused on it, but I ended up still getting cut. So it was just like, I've been in that situation before already, so I knew how to handle it.
Nah, respect, man. And sometimes, like you said, man, it does take you going through that experience to just be more comfortable with it or more at peace with it the next go around, man. But from outside in, you've been handling it really well, man. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. But I did want to just, you know, even going back to last offseason, man, when or not last offseason, but last season when you joined the Steelers practice squad, just take us through that time frame of what was the deciding factor to join the Steelers in terms of the practice squad, and did you have any other options available to you at that time?
Yeah, I had I could have went to the Jets. I could have went to Jacksonville. I could have went to Detroit, and New England was kind of being funny.
Okay. So you had options then.
When my agent called and said the Steelers called, I'm like, let's go. Like, I was ready to come. It wasn't no debating. I wasn't waiting on nobody else to call me and let me know nothing. I'm coming to Pittsburgh, PA, and we're gonna rock out from there.
I like that. Now, were all the other options practice squad as well, or were any of them money-wise different or anything like that, or was everything pretty much the same across the board?
Yeah, it was all pretty much the same across the board. Start off on practice squad and see what happens from there. I was also familiar with the receiver coach that was here already, Ike Hilliard.
Absolutely.
Our rookie season. Yeah, shout out to Ike. Big shout out to Ike. My rookie season in Washington, he was my receivers coach. So I was very comfortable knowing that he was here already in the building, and that I know how he coached, and he could help me pick up the offense pretty quickly. And I just knew how he would teach it to me. So I was very comfortable. And it was a great place to come compete, and earn a spot rather than, going somewhere and just getting a spot. I knew I had to come here and earn my spot, and it took me a year and a half almost, but I'm still working.
Nah, I like that though. Okay.
You talked about that year and a half, and even earlier you mentioned working and waiting. Now, what was the most positive thing you took away from being on the practice squad? And I'm assuming, because I was going to say, what was a positive and what was a negative? I'm assuming the negative is just not being on the 53-man roster, right? The uncertainty. But what was the most positive thing? And I guess maybe if there is a negative that I'm missing that you could bring up that you just really didn't like about being on the practice squad.
Probably the most, it kind of it was it kind of hurt, but it kind of was just like a reality check in a sense. Like when I first got here, I wasn't traveling. So to go to the game, I had to go sit in the stands. And I did that the first game with my parents. And it made me sick to my stomach. Just probably that. Just going sit in the stands and having to watch the game in the stands, that kind of just rubbed me nah, I can't. This not me, I know what I can do. I know I can be out there. And so from there, I just kept working even harder and just focusing on just getting better, taking a year, whether I'm going to play. You on practice squad, you never know. You might get moved up, you might not. But whether I played or not, I was just treating it as a year. I'm healthy. My feet are back healthy from Washington. My body's healthy. I'm just getting better. Every day I'm getting better. I'm in great shape. I'm practicing. I'm doing every rep at practice. So I'm in great shape. I just tried to look at the positive things in it for real. And that kept me going. I talked to Ray, just even talking with Ray and Deontay and guys like that, they just kept me positive. Ray was in a similar situation than I was right before he came to Pittsburgh. So
they talking about Ray McLeod, just for those that don't know. Yeah, he talking about Ray McLeod. Yep.
Ray McLeod. Yep. He was just sitting there talking with me like, man, bro, don't be down. You can't look at this being down on yourself, down or nothing. You got to see the positive in it. You just got to treat it as I got time to get better at my game and my craft. And that's all I looked at it as. And here we are.
No, absolutely, man. And that does seem to be one of those things when you're talking about a theme of your career thus far in terms of just always having to be positive, always having to, like you said, work while you wait, so to speak. And even you joining the NFL out of the University of Kansas, just talk a little bit about your story in terms of joining the Washington football team at that time as an undrafted guy. But did you expect to be drafted? Was that something that, you thought was going to happen and there was a little bit of a surprise for you? But just talk about that as well in terms of the draft experience.
Draft experience. It was kind of rough. I kind of felt like I could get drafted later. My grade was late to undrafted, but I still felt like it was a chance for me to get drafted late just because of the numbers that I put up at Kansas. I was second overall in every wide receiver stat. So it was just I still felt like I had an opportunity to get drafted. It ended up not happening. Washington called Ike Hilliard actually called my phone.
Oh wow.
He called me and he was like, man, we like you up here, man. You can have a shot to, make this team and play for us. So first thing I said, man, y'all gonna draft me or what? That's what I said straight up. I said, I don't want to hear about that. I said, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna draft me or not? And I think this was like late 5th round, early 6th round. Yeah. Ike was like, man, that's above my head. That's above my pay grade.
Ike, that's Ike move though. He gonna be chill. Nah, that ain't me, man. It's above my pay grade.
And that's literally what he said, man. That's above my pay grade. But no matter what happens, he was like, man, give us a chance. And I didn't really understand what he meant until I didn't get drafted. And the teams were calling. I had the opportunity to go to 49ers, Detroit, and Washington. So, it was my choice. And that's what he meant by, man, give us a chance, holler at me or whatever. And so when I spoke with my agent, I was like, man, Washington the first team to call. That's where we're going. That's the team. They didn't draft me, but they called first.
Right.
So, that's
was a
where we're
priority
going.
there at least. Yeah, I get what you're
I
saying.
was a priority there at least. So, I took that and went in not really knowing what to expect. And I just balled and I think it was OTAs, rookie mini camp. I was doing real well. Building my confidence and really like, man, I could play at this level. Like, I had been in a losing program, so I was kind of like, I had to gain my confidence or whatever. Yeah. But I started gaining confidence and started realizing, like, man, yeah, I could play with these guys. These guys can't cover me. Like,
I'm about to say,
it's the
fast
same.
is
It's
fast.
still football.
I'm about to say, fast is fast. It don't matter where you played at. When you can move the way you can move, man, it don't matter. Absolutely.
It don't matter. And, I prayed, had played a good preseason. And shoot, I kind of knew the last game. I had like a good kick return in the preseason game, and I scored a touchdown. Dwayne Haskins threw me a touchdown pass against the Ravens.
Shout out to Haskins, man. Absolutely.
Shout out to Dwayne. He threw me a touchdown pass. And I made the team. Clint Porter's like, man, if you don't make this team, I quit. And when he said that, I kind of was like, I think I made the team, mama.
Let's go. I think I'm all right, man.
I think I'm gonna be all right, mama. So we were happy. And it's been a crazy story ever since. Like, me and my agent still talk about it. Like, now I'm in year 4, vested player.
Yes.
A lot of undrafted guys don't
Say
make it
again. Year 4 vested. Let's get it, man.
Year 4 vested. Like, that's a
big
blessing,
time, baby. That is major,
that's a big
right there,
blessing.
man. For those that don't understand, vested is when we're talking about your health insurance. We're talking about your pensions and all those things, man. Like, tapping into that, man, that is major in terms of just the long-term longevity element, man. So, big time salute to you for that, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, now you mentioned your college program. I was looking up some of those records at Kansas while you were there, man. What was going on? That wasn't on you, right?
Man, it couldn't. I mean, I blame myself at times, but it couldn't have been all my fault.
I mean, what was it about Kansas though for you, man?
What do you mean? What was it about Kansas that made me go there?
Yeah, and like. Staying through
man,
it all.
That was my only offer. That was my only offer.
You didn't want to like change it up. Transfer portal is like a big thing nowadays, man.
That's nowadays. We didn't have that then. And I got a mama that's God fearing. So
all right. I know what time it is.
Stay the course.
Absolutely. Just trust God, baby. Just trust God. You don't need to do all that. You can be just fine. My mama the same way. Absolutely, man. But transitioning back though to what we got coming up in a couple of days, man. Prime time Sunday night football, Miami Dolphins. How are you feeling, man? And just in the sense of, I know you can't talk about your health completely. I don't want you getting in trouble. But just in the sense of, from a special teams perspective, a return man perspective, how do you feel about this particular matchup for you guys, man?
So it's still trying to see. I kind of did tweak my hammy a little bit in the last game. So I'm still just trying to see. I'm day to day right now if I'm gonna actually play on Sunday. But I'll be fine. If not this week, next week for sure.
For sure. No, I like that. But just in the sense of, like I said, as a return man, though, I do feel like special teams unit, we should be feeling good this week, though. Correct?
Definitely feeling good, Danny. We got to roll. Like, we're right there. Even on the punt return, we're a person away from maybe scoring on the punt return. So it's like, it really hasn't been an issue with our return game. We just got to do it. Everybody got to finish their blocks, and we'll get in the end zone.
Like, that's one of them plays where it's literally every 11 matters. Like, if one guy misses a block or he doesn't sustain it, man, that's the difference between a touchdown on a return and it thing being like a 3-yard return, bro.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's the difference. That's the complete difference. Just this last one, the punt return, it was return. I brought it out for like 20-some yards, but the PP was unblocked. He kind of, the man whose man it was, he kind of lost him. He turned his back to him, and then he moved. So when he looked back for him again, he moved spots. And now I'm right up on him now. So it was too late, and we was one block away from it being me and the kicker racing. So.
What I said, I know you look at your chops every time you get that situation. Yeah. Let's get it.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come for sure. It's definitely gonna come.
No, absolutely.
We got some more big plays out there in the return unit.
No, I could definitely see that, man. And trust me, even the people in our chat for the live shows, me and Deke as well, man, we always like, yo, he's going to the house. It's about to happen. They call you little AB just because of how you look and how you run with that football. I'm just throwing that out there, all right? That's what they call you.
They gotta give me my own tag.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna get it. You gonna get yours. Trust me, you gonna get yours. You keep doing what you're doing, man. The final one that I have for you, though, the final one I had before, we let you go out of here, man, and continue on with your preparation for Sunday. Just talk about your welcome to the NFL moment. That moment where you kind of realize, like, you know what, man, this is no longer Kansas. Pun intended, you know?
That's tough, honestly. Welcome to the NFL moment. I would say it would probably be like my first kick return touchdown. Well, I ran it back to like the 5, and they called it back for holding. Either that one or my first touchdown against Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
My rookie season. I got a reverse, and I broke like 2 tackles and went Caribbean. That was like crazy to me because it's like, that was just like, man, Steve, you really here. Like,
I've arrived.
It's still football. That's really what it is. That's really, once you realize, like, man, it's just football. And you relax, you're going to do the same thing you've been doing all your life.
No, facts on that, man. Facts. But, dude, man, we definitely appreciate you once again, though, man, taking some time out, man, to, jump on the podcast with us. Like I said, man, we supporting the heck out you, man. Keep doing your thing. And, like I said, get healthy and handle business on Sunday, baby.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me, most for sure. Like, appreciate y'all having me on the show, man.
Nah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Keep doing your thing, baby. Yes, sir.
Y'all too. God bless.
Facts, man. Appreciate it. Let's go, man. Shout out to Steven Sims right there, man.
We messed up.
Yep, we did.
You see the chat?
As soon as we said it.
Sorry, guys. We suck. Damn it. Forgot the cheetah question. Damn it.
As soon as I looked at Hank, I was like, oh, he didn't ask the question. Nope, we didn't do it. We had a roll going too, bro.
I'll have to add it into the questions.
Going, bro.
Every time we do the interview, I'll add it into my questions no matter what.
Hey, look, and I'm over here like,
you don't think about it.
I couldn't remember what we needed to ask, but I was like, yo, let me see. Deke, you got it? He goes, he's like, no, I'm like, I guess we good then. Yeah. I dropped the ball too, man. But no, dude, shout out to Steven, though, man.
That was great.
I like that. I like his energy, man.
How many interviews have we had this year? Is it 3 or 4? Either way, we're 100% on the interviews.
Yeah, so far, so yeah,
they've been really good.
Montravis, my goodness,
Connor,
Hayward, Malik Reed, Steven Sims.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah, we didn't have one for the opener
or the Browns
week because that was a Thursday night game. Yeah. So far so good, man. So far so good.
We got some great people on this thing. Yeah. And you know what? Since we kind of asked him about this week and special teams, and he was like, tweaked my hammy. I'm trying to get right and everything.
Oh, he was giving.
That got me thinking about the injuries. So the new injury report's out. I think we need to go over this thing.
He made. I was kind of.
You didn't want to get him in trouble. He took like a 10-second pause.
I'm just like, yo, don't tell too much.
You were more or less trying to talk about.
I was trying to
go
unit.
Big like picture. Even if it is Gunner, like I
wanted to go big picture, but he took it as like, let me tell you about my injury, and I'm just like, just be careful,
Yeah, because
they real like. You know how that is, man.
When and I don't think he said anything, right?
No, he didn't. He didn't go too far, but yeah, that's part of it.
Because there's a report right here that we could read off of anyway. Okay, you got to hear this.
Yeah, and I hope y'all enjoyed the interview as well, man, in the chat, man. If y'all did, make sure to hit the like button as well, man. But we greatly appreciate y'all for that as well.
You got to hear this injury report.
I'm hoping it's good. Is it good? You smiling or are you frowning?
Oh, my God.
Are you smiling?
Yeah, you see my smirk. This is amazing.
All right, great then. I
don't think I've seen a better injury report.
Oh, all right, well, let's get it in.
Kenny Pickett, full.
There it is.
Cam Sutton, full. Akello, full. Levi Wallace, full. Minka, full.
I need that.
Pierre, got a little hip going on. Limited.
A little hip. Yeah, get your lip right, man.
He'll be all right.
I like that, though. All those fools.
Miles
Keep
Jack,
it going.
full.
Good.
Mason Cole, full.
Because Miles had what? It was a hand, right? Or no.
Ankle.
He was the ankle. Mason Cole was the hand.
He's foot ankle as well.
Oh, foot ankle. Who's the hand? I thought somebody had a hand.
No one.
Oh, no, that's the Dolphins do got the hand. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, Mason Cole, full. James Daniel, full.
All right.
The guy we just talked to, DNP. Makes sense then, right?
He said what he said, man. He said it right now, day to day, man. That's what he said.
He said he tweaked his hammy, and we're trying to get right.
Yeah, so I get it. And he said if not this week, then he'll be good next week. So I get it. I understand. Whew.
Pat Frymouth, full.
Oh, even better. Let's get it.
Chris Wormley, full.
Let's go.
Cam Hayward, DNP, just
vet day.
Coach's decision,
That's
resting player.
Vet day.
Ogunjobi, full.
I needed that one.
I don't know if you can have a better injury report. Now, we do have James Pierre that popped up and then Steven Sims on the DNP. But
dude, no, that's
out of everyone else.
That is awesome, bro. We like that.
I guess we'll be at full strength for the most part.
I
Holy
like
hell.
it. That's major right there, bro.
That was amazing.
That's beautiful. I like that.
Do we want to hear the Dolphins then?
I was about to say, do we got good news on that front too?
Do you want me to just go over their main guys?
Yeah, let's do that.
Armstead, limited. So he upgraded.
So okay.
Because I think yesterday
he was
DNP yesterday. Ingram, vet rest. Ogba, still DNP. Wilkins, limited. He was DNP yesterday, so he upgraded.
Man, what them corners talking about?
Howard, vet rest.
Okay.
Linebacker Jerome Baker, limited.
Okay.
Raheem Mostert, full. He had a knee.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What about the tackle?
Greg Little.
Yeah.
Achilles, limited.
Limited. All right.
Was he DNP yesterday?
I think
he was full yesterday.
He was full. I think he was limited yesterday.
He was full and then went down to limited.
All right. Okay.
That's not a good sign.
All right. Because he already the duck. He's already the one. That's the one you circle.
That injury report just puts a smile on my face.
Bro, our back end is healthy. We need that, bro.
Minka revenge game,
We need that. We need that, bro.
Do you think Minka's lying when he says, like, my knee's good 100%? I just saw him hobbling too much. I feel like that's not something that just heals up over a week like that.
Deke, you're never 100%. You're never. But you have to tell yourself that. You know why? Because kind of what Steven was talking about, man, when you're out there, you don't get that luxury, man. It's just like, bro, I got to go. So even if I'm on the field doing this with one eye, as crazy as that might seem.
Yeah, that was wild.
But
Beckett with that gun, huh?
Yeah. I would say, man, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I thought
bro?
He was joking for a second.
I did too. He was like, no, bro. Like, it hit me in the eye, like square. But I even think of James Harrison. Like, he told us a story before of, his vision being jacked up in a game. And him like, yeah, I'm seeing 3 people, so I would hit the guy in the middle. I was like, bro, what?
LeBron said that too before.
No, and like he's like dead. I think it was Steelers. It was Steelers versus Texans. I want to say was the game. Arian Foster was still at running back. But yeah, I was like, yo, this is nuts. But then I think of some of the stuff that I've went through, and it's like, no, you do some crazy stuff, but you'll lie to yourself and say I'm good. And yeah, Minka's probably like, yep, I'm good. Why you getting treatment around the clock then if you good?
It just looked like from that Bills game, that was a more than 1 week rest type of injury with how he was walking. But if he says he's good to go, TJ's pulled off this type of stuff before, so Minka's one of those all pro type of players. I wouldn't doubt he'll be good to go rest of the season. Yeah. If he says it,
we'll see. Man.
Why not?
We'll see.
Supers?
Yeah, let's do it. Yep. And after that, we'll stack paper. Picks, and then we'll drop ours at the end and be good to go, man. And we are right on schedule, bro. Man, he actually called on a timely manner too, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm liking this energy right now that we're getting from these guests, man. Shout out to the Steelers guests, man. All right, let's keep the ball rolling.
AJ Martinez says Sabotage 7. Ben actually said in his podcast he could still play somewhere else, but wouldn't.
He said he couldn't like see himself in another jersey, right?
Yeah. Steelers 30-17 is his score prediction. He says Najee has 125 and a touchdown rushing. Ken has 320 and 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. The Wizard of Boz with 3 field goals.
I like it. Hey, question. Did you tune into Ben's podcast this week?
No.
But I was just looking because apparently, did he have some comments about Brady?
He said Brady didn't look like he wanted to be there.
He did.
That's what Ben said.
Okay. No, because I just seen it on the screen. The James Jones sense. I was like, yo, what's 7 and 7, man? I'm sorry.
Of course.
You see it though, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah, of course. It's some media member shitting on Ben for Ben just giving his honest opinion. You got to be kidding me.
I was like, yo, what did Ben
see what I mean about the sabotage and disrespect that he has to go up against?
Hey man. That was pretty funny, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with Ben on that one, to be honest with you, because Brady cussing out his lineman makes me think that he cared.
It looked like he cared a lot. I'm like, yo, he's like berating these dudes. Like, it was to the point, like, me as a player, I always try to put myself in that position of, are you crossing the line? Like, where are we at with this thing? Because it's like one thing for you to be yelling and cursing. Now it's like the saliva and everything. I'm like, bro, you're not Bill Cowher. You're not my dad. I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm always trying to say.
Brady probably could be their dad.
He probably could. And I would say, what it boiled down to, I said the one person that could probably get away with that is Brady. I was like, you're not yelling at a bunch of grown men to that level, to that extent, that intensity, just willy-nilly. But Brady, he does have that type of cachet. Other than that,
did you hear it at all? Because you could faintly hear it on the broadcast.
Some of it, but I couldn't make out everything. It wasn't nice.
Obviously, he was yelling. He was dropping F-bombs. But I actually took it as more of a positive because he was like, he was basically saying you guys aren't playing up to your ability. You guys are like so much better than this. Like,
see, I couldn't hear everything. I'm just seeing how it looks.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, you could see his head.
And that's my thing. I'm like, bruh, I'm a grown man. You talk to me. Everything that you just broke down like that, Deke. This way you see the tone you just had, Deke. That same tone is the exact same tone that you can convey that message to me as. I'm not a little kid. You feel me? Like, it's like a respect thing.
Calculated snipe. Pickett to Pickens, primetime breakout.
Ooh. This will be their first primetime action. Starting.
With Pickett, yeah.
Yeah, because Pickett did not start on Thursday
night. Well, Pickens obviously had a little coming out party last time on primetime. Thursday night. Catch of the year.
Sheesh.
AJ Martinez says, can we fry fish before the game?
And hold on. I do want to shout out Eagles Forever. I see you in here heavy, baby, heavy. You know, we appreciate that, man. We don't mind any of the ops that pull up, man. Hey, we salute you as well, man. Hey, you fight the good fight. All right, we're going to see y'all in a couple weeks, though. Stay ready. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Is he trying to get some information for them or something?
You know, hey, they always panic when they feel like they're supposed to be nice. You know that. You know, we ain't worried about them, though.
Fan Bradford, TJ back for Philly? ? You'd love to see the matchup.
Hey, Eagles Forever would love to see TJ Watt back out there for that game. That'll make it real interesting.
He posted a picture to Instagram.
It'll make it real interesting. He pump faked, y'all, and a lot of people fell for it. That's pretty funny. He put that picture with that uniform, man. People lost their mind. Hey, he out there practicing today. Say, bro, he ain't even in a 21-day window just yet, man. But either way, it's all love, though, bro.
Yeah, I still think it's happening after the bye, I would assume. Yeah. I don't think they'd rush him back for 1 week before the bye.
I don't see the point of it, especially it's a long season still, man. And picking up that win last week, it gave you some more confidence that, hey, we can do this. We can keep going. You know what I mean? So now
everyone else is literally
correct.
Healthy outside of TJ going in this game.
Absolutely.
At least when you're looking on defense.
Yeah.
Twan Levins, 24-18, Steelers with the win.
Let's get it, man. All right.
Let me know if I'm wrong on this.
No, you're good. You're good. Yep, you're good.
All these full participants. Let's go.
No, bro. That's like, I didn't know everybody was back like that. That's dope. I mean, it sucks about Steven being a DNP, but maybe it's a vet rest. That's a vet rest. Maybe it's like hey, we're going to give you an extra day and a half. Get that hammy right now. He's going to have to be out there tomorrow, though. That's going to be the key.
Berg City, 6-time champions. Silky Sims could have been helping us.
Yeah.
Could have saved money on Gunner.
Oh, in terms of the roster, I see what he said. I was like, what you mean?
Gumper?
Gumper?
What did he call him? He called him Gumper.
Shit.
Save a roster spot. Blessings, bro.
Yeah, but you also have to remember, too, context does matter. Gunner was
that Gunner signing was a good signing.
Absolutely, and he was already proven. Gunner's just had a couple of bad issues in terms of ball security here. That hasn't been a part of his game from a historical standpoint. Whereas with Steven, it's a little bit of the difference, and just in the sense of he's still trying to prove that he is capable of doing it consistently. We definitely think he is. We've seen, some of the stuff that he's done, but the big debate is when you're talking him versus Gunner, Gunner's just already done it for a full season, and that's why he got the All-Pro honors and stuff like that.
And
all right, man. Eagles dude's like kind of spamming, bro. Don't do all the spamming over here, man. He's a big fella.
Did we mention TJ Watt?
Yeah.
He just went ballistic.
I would say, he's easy on the spam. Gosh.
But it's one of those things where it could still be a good signing and just not pan out. And Gunners, it still remains to be seen. But Ebron, I thought that was a really good signing. Just didn't maybe pan out the way we thought. Melvin Ingram, Great signing. Just didn't pan out the way we thought. Moncrief, that was a good signing.
Absolutely. Like, these are still, like, at the time, we liked the signing.
Because Moncrief actually had some productivity and reasons to think why he could be a number 2 for you.
Ladarius Green. He was another guy. I was like, yo, we liked the signing at the time. It just didn't pay out for whatever reason it was, with the various individuals.
Yeah, with Gunner, you're bringing in an all-pro retirement. I think what's his contract, like $2 million?
$2 million tops,
for a year. I can't remember if it's 2 years or 1 year, but it's a cheap contract for a position that we've been looking for. Especially not bringing back Ray McLeod. Matthew Gisner, Kenzie being, I think he's saying Casey. Casey being back will make a bigger impact than a lot of people think. Even if it's next week, the kid has such a high ceiling.
Nah, he was playing well, man, before he went down. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Him and Edmonds in preseason were really good. Push momentum. Talk to you next week. I got to work. Let's bring home the win.
For show, baby. Hey, go stack that paper, fella. You know what time it is.
Matthew Gisner. Steelers over the Dolphins 9-6, he says. Reminiscent of the 70s. All field goals. Ooh. Still no wide receiver touchdowns, but defense plays at an elite level.
We already had a wide receiver touchdown, though. Claypool.
Yeah, maybe
Claypool popped the cherry,
maybe
baby.
He's saying the streak starts again or something.
Nope. The cherry has been popped. It's time. We getting after it, man. We ain't closing that door no more. We in there. Let's get it, man.
Fish Momentum says, I wish Brady would talk to me like that. And then he's got some boxing gloves. Fish Momentum would not be putting up with it, he says.
Hey, sir. But no, man, it's just not even in the sense of, like, you got to fight a dude back, but in the sense, like, you're not talking to me like that, bro. Like, that's different, man. But like I said, Brady does. I think if you're going to give anybody that sliver for a one-time pass, it would have to be him. Yeah, that's a lot, though, bro. That's a lot.
Great footage.
Maybe that's why I play defense, though.
It is great footage.
Yeah, it is, man. You don't see a lot on defense. Like, a coach would yell like that on defense, but you don't really get, like, players just coming over. It's like, bro, we defenders. We a little different, all right? Y'all offensive guys, y'all can be uniform and follow around.
Jay Ramos, this week's game will be the team and Kenny Pickett's coming out party. I'm so pumped. Pickett 4 touchdowns. Pickens gets his first NFL touchdown. This game's for B-Flow.
Let's go.
TG hinted at that too. He's like, I think the team's going to put on for Flores here.
Bro, they going to be fired up. Like I said, we're going to have a good amount of fans down there. We know how Coach T act in prime time. Like, man, everything is aligning perfectly for us. We still are highly underrated in the sense that 7-point dogs. It's not even like we could come in here on some cocky, we just beat the Bucs. We feeling good. It's like, nah, y'all trying us too.
I wonder if this line changed at all with the new injury report, but it's just hilarious with everyone out last week for the most part. I mean, there was some question marks before we knew all 3 starting corners were out, but the line was at -8 against the Bucs last week. Now everyone's back. Going up against the Dolphins, they got us at -7.
Yeah.
What?
Make it make sense, right?
Home, on the road. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it should be that much big of a difference. I like us in prime time, and I think Steeler fans are going to pack the house. I think it's going to be 50-50.
Yeah. And I do feel like with young teams like how we are right now, you remember those positive moments, man. You can never have enough positive moments. And getting a win against Brady the way they did, that's something that you hang your hat on. That's something that you build upon, man. So I do anticipate a lot of that carrying over, man, on Sunday.
And you got to think for these dudes coming in when we're talking about the secondary. They got to be thinking, man, if those guys, all these backups, could hold their own against Brady, like, I got to make sure I'm stepping up because if I'm letting some shit slide and receivers get behind me,
it's not a good look.
Hey, they might just bring in Josh Jackson or James Pierre and snap of a finger now. You know? So I think it's just a good vibe all around. You know, it's iron sharpens iron type of shit. Russell Schwartz, Moats, after last game, I seriously think Larry needs to be signed to a deal this offseason.
Hey, bro, Larry was cooking. I was watching that tape, man, cutting it up. I'm like, bro, this dude it. Deke, the further he gets removed from the injury and the surgery, Deke, the more productive this guy is, man. Like, I'm watching it, I'm just like, yo, he's getting in better shape. He's understanding the defense. He's starting to freelance a little bit, doing what makes Larry, man. Like, last game, we was really, really impressed with his play, man, which is why, like I said, I'm going to drop the film session on him, man. Definitely got to talk about him, man. But, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Larry a lot, man.
Jay Ramos, the vibes in Pittsburgh changed so quickly.
Oh, you know that, man. Everything is – it's either Super Bowl or we need to be worried about who we drafting in the first 5 picks of next year. That's kind of how we do here in Pittsburgh. We try to maneuver in between that, not as left and right, but that's part of me. You just got to hold on for the ride, baby. Just hold on.
Berg, 6-time city champ, says, "Nah, we jumped the gun. We got Austin. Gunner is not as gifted as Sims or Austin. Sorry, never was sold on Gumper."
I mean, that's fine to never be sold on him. But my question is, how are you already sold on Sims and Austin when they don't have what at least Gunner has already done? That's the only thing. But both of those dudes are talented, especially Steven. We talked about him. With Calvin, we hope that he can come in here and be impactful. We just got to see him get out here and do it, man. But, at the time, man, it's hard to knock the Gunner signing, man.
Cheap contract for an all-pro return.
And you didn't even know you would draft Calvin when you drafted him.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee he would be there,
12th wonder. Yo, sorry I'm late. Out here jobbing right now.
Let's get it,
Defense
baby.
is getting healthy just in time to make the run. 4-4 at the bye. About to rewind.
Like
Peace.
It. Nah, I salute you, 12th wonder.
They need to move that Steelers-Eagles game to 4.
Well, yeah. I mean, because we want some of that action. We want to see what it is. But in due time. All right. So, let's see. Where are we at now? Guess it's prediction. No, stack paper. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, baby.
Well, so I went
I'm about to say
1-5 last week.
1-5. How did you go 1-5 last week?
So here are the picks.
What? Do tell.
The record heading into last week was you at 21-13. Me at
21,
13
21.
and 21.
21.
Thursday night game, I had the Bears +1, which should have covered had it not been for the Bears return man. Actually, since we are talking about Gunner, he pulled a Gunner. He muffed a punt and gave the Commanders a free 7 points.
Why you sound like that, man? You don't take it personal, bro. It's just, hey, it happens. It happens.
I'm not saying the Bears played that amazing, but they at least were going to cover. They were actually set to win the game, too. It was just a disaster of a game.
Question. Were you a little surprised still, though? I know this is dated.
Actually, go ahead. Say what you're going to say. I have a whole spiel about people complaining about Thursday Night Football, too.
Oh, no, I don't care about the games. I'm cool with that. But no, I was just in the sense of, like, man, Phil was getting beat the heck up in that game, though, bro. Yeah. Did you feel like at any point in time like you was concerned for him? Or you thought he was always good? Because like it was some of the shots I'm just like, kind of like when we looked at how Kenny went down, right? And it's like, all right, is this ribs? Is this concussion? Like, what is it? It was sometimes, man, this dude wouldn't even move and take him forever to get up off the ground.
It was just rough all around. Yeah, the O-line wasn't helping him. A lot of people, like your boy Fitzpatrick, was complaining after the game that the offensive play caller wasn't setting him up for success either. They thought they needed to get him moving out in space more as opposed to just
because some of his better plays were where he was able to,
lit up.
Yeah,
he had that one crazy like 40, 50-yard run right at the end of the game that almost set him up for the game-winning touchdown.
No, seriously.
And that was electric. But I'm getting sick of the people complaining about all these games. Like, people are complaining about Russell Wilson in primetime, Broncos in primetime, or even these Thursday night games that are close and low scoring. Like, I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, turn off the TV then.
Yeah, don't
Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Literally turn off the TV. Because here's the other thing. What are you considering entertaining or whatnot? Because a close game, to me, a one-score game is entertaining. I don't need you to tell me just because, oh, man, the offenses look a little putrid or the defenses are playing really good that it's a bad game or, like, shut this off.
No.
The NFL should be embarrassed. Let's shut the fucking TV off. That's what you need to do. I don't want to hear it, dude, because to me, a one-score game, no matter how bad the game is, if it comes down to, like, the last 10 minutes, it's still a one-score game. It's back and forth. It's still entertaining because anything can happen in a snap of a finger, as opposed to, just because it's the big players – and let's say it's Mahomes versus Josh Allen, and one of the teams get up double digits, and it's kind of a lackluster ending. Am I supposed to just say that's entertaining?
Yeah,
because it's primetime players and stuff.
If it was the Bills, yes. If
no,
it's anybody else,
no. We'll say Brady versus Mahomes.
Oh, come on, man! You already threw Josh in there. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
If Mahomes and the Chiefs get up like 10 or 4, well, this is actually what happened in the Sunday night
seriously,
game, right?
Yeah.
The Chiefs got up by like double digits, and Brady tried to come back a little bit, but like you felt the game was already over. Where was the complaining about that game being so bad then?
But you get to watch
because the game was over. The game was over in like the third quarter.
See Brady.
Yeah. Don't let people tell you how to think.
Yeah.
Just because it's low scoring doesn't mean it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
So that's my spiel. And just because it's big time players in the game, it doesn't mean it's automatically a game that you got to watch from start to finish. And like what would you say? Salivate over.
Correct.
And just go crazy, googly eyed over.
I would agree.
Here's where I would give people.
I have one complaint though. I have a complaint.
I
feel like it's legitimate.
What?
I don't like having to watch it on my daggone phone and my laptop, bro. I want to be able to just like.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah, that's my only grievance. I know, it's first world problems because I could definitely get it taken care of, but I'm lazy.
Right. You just need like an adapter or something.
I know. I'm just lazy. I'm just like, I don't want to have to do all that. I want to just be able to just. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
That's my only complaint.
Here's what I'll say.
I still watch it.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
If these teams are on later, and
what do you mean
later in the season.
Oh, okay.
And their records are like 2-11 and 3-12, then I get it.
Yeah,
I get it because
it's the first 6 weeks we don't know who's who.
Right, you don't know who's who. But like going into a game, if you know it's inconsequential, fine.
Yeah.
But then it goes back to again, don't even play the game. Then don't even turn it on your TV and watch it.
Yeah,
I just don't want to hear it. NFL should be embarrassed. Are you kidding me? They're making more money than ever. More people are watching than ever.
True.
People just like to complain and be negative for no reason.
This is true. Like I said,
that's my spiel. I don't want to hear
I'm lazy, man.
All these Russ games are entertaining to the end.
Yeah.
All these Russ games. I don't care how bad the Broncos' offense are.
Oh my God.
They're entertaining to the end. They are.
Because it's tragic, bro.
It's entertaining. You want to say the offense is bad or not? The game in and of itself is entertaining to watch.
Because it's like watching a car crash, bro. You're just like, is he gonna?
That's what I'm saying. Turn off the TV then. Turn off the TV if you don't want to watch. I want to see if Russ is going to turn it around at any one of these points.
But no. Let's not act like people don't like watching car crashes either. Let's not like
exactly.
That.
That's my point. I don't want to
hear
it. I don't want to hear it.
And for y'all in the chat that are saying, Moats, man, get a fire stick. I have fire sticks. I said I am lazy. I don't want to deal with all that at times. Sometimes I just want to turn on my regular DirecTV, put it on NFL Network, and the game pop on. Okay? So, yes, I am very lazy. I said first world problems. Y'all thought I was lying. It's literally first world problems, man. But it's this principle of it, man. Yeah. So I had to have something to fuss with. That was my grievance.
And also, there's two sides of a ball, too, or two sides of the football game, offense and defense. Maybe the defenses are playing better than what they used to these last, 3 or 4 years.
You did kind of talk about it, though. What did you say?
It is. Things are starting to flip a little bit.
What? Make you snap, no longer giving up the big explosive plays.
Man. All right. The other games, though, I lost. Packers, Jets. I had Packers, -7.5.
Damn, you lost that one, too? You lost a lot.
Ravens, Giants. I had Ravens. Lost that one, too.
Oh, you lost that one, too?
Rams,
no way,
Panthers.
Man.
I did get that one, though. Rams -10.
What they say, broke clock, right once a day, twice a day, something like that.
Chiefs +2.5 I had. That didn't hit against the Bills. Cardinals -2.5 against the Seahawks. That didn't hit either. So 1 win and 5 losses for me. That gets my record to 14-26. So you're 26-14. Need a big week.
But you're doing well, though, bro.
I'm not. My picks are terrible.
But you got double-digit wins, though.
I'm going.
That's a plus, man.
I'm going too much off of what I think I know as opposed to what's going on right now.
No. I like the way you pick, man. You keep picking the way that you pick, man, because you stand by it. You know, it's something about that. Like me, I waver. You know that, man. If you look good this week, I'm gonna pick you. If you don't look good next week, I'm not gonna pick you. You though, you believe. Like the way I see you come up here and stand by Russ through it all. You know, I've already flipped the Geno. Because they rolled him off and they he ain't right back. So, you know, I'm there.
I could be wrong on that one.
But I love how you just will be like, you know what? This is my guy. He has to get it. That's loyalty right there, man. That's a diehard person. I salute you, man.
Okay. Cardinals, Saints tonight. Cardinals -2.5 at home. Wow. D-Hop's back.
Hold on. Say that again. Oh, D-Hop is back. You said Cardinals 1.5, though?
2.5. -2.5 at home. They're the favored. Reports are out that Kingsbury is coaching for his job tonight.
I'll take the Cardinals. I don't really like it, though.
I'm thinking the same thing because the Saints are going to have Dalton.
Yeah.
I think they got some injuries, too, on offense.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it a lot, but I would go Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals with Hopkins as well. Uh-huh. That was one of the questions I was thinking of, though. How much are the Cardinals regretting those contracts? Kyler Murray and Cliff.
Yeah. Because they locked them both up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyler's, a top 3 or 4 paid quarterback right now?
Yes.
I still feel like you had to do that.
Well, because he threw the temper tantrum.
Extending Kingsbury until 2027.
But their package deal.
That's kind of unnecessary.
Technically, I mean, they gave him the Matt Rule. That's what Rule. Remember his deal was crazy like that coming out of Baylor before he really proved anything, and we saw that worked out for them.
It'd just be hilarious though if the Cardinals end up going 6-11 and Kingsbury gets fired, it's like, wow, you just gave this dude a massive extension.
You become the Carolina Panthers. That's what you look at the Carolina Panthers and you're like, yo, you just did what? Like, he was there for, was it 3 seasons? 4, Matt? No.
Rule 2.
I thought this was his 3rd, though.
Yeah, coming in was his 3rd.
Number 3, yeah. But you fire him after you give him the deal that you gave him, though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty. I mean, he's making bank just sitting on his ass.
Come on, he on that Les Miles now, man.
Yep. Jaguars, -3 at home against the Giants. I'll repeat that. The Jaguars are favored, -3 against the Giants at home.
I've been on the Saquon train, so I'm going to just keep rolling with it.
I don't know if I could do this, dude.
How many points?
-3? Why are the Jaguars favored?
Trevor Lawrence, bro.
Well, I have been saying this. I think the dam's going to break at some point with the Giants. I really don't think they're that good.
This has to be the week, though, bro.
I can't do it, dude. No, Giants are playing too good right now.
I'm rolling with Saquon and solely Saquon. Like,
I got to stop doing stupid picks.
You sure, bro? This might be your week, though, bro. I think the Jacksonville game is your game, though, for real. It's in Jacksonville. That pool, bro, when they pan up there to the Jumbotron, you see people in the pool, it's very distracting. That could throw off the Giants, man.
Fuck it. We'll do the Jaguars -3.
There it is. All right, boom. How many points is that? 3, right?
-3. That's terrible. That's an absolutely terrible pick.
It is not, bro. The Jags at home should be favored by 3. They should be.
Absolutely terrible.
The Jags are a good team, man. The Jags are a legit team.
They need to prove it recently.
They got offense,
they haven't been doing that.
They got defense. They got receivers.
They got talent.
They got quarterback. They got rushers, linebackers. Like they got pieces.
Commanders.
I'm solely just banking on Saquon.
Commanders at home, and he's been doing just that for you.
Yeah.
Commanders at home +4.5 against the Packers -4.5.
I don't like any of this.
You could do Commanders, dude.
0 chance I would take them. I don't want the Packers either, though.
I'll take Packers.
Bad on bad.
Come on, I did Jaguars last pick. We all know it was a bad pick.
Whoa, what? That's how you... Wow. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Commanders +4.5. You got that one.
We don't have to rush to that one. You
got that.
Why you want to throw to Washington? I don't even like Washington, period, bro. Like
they got Heineke in, too, instead of Wentz.
That's cool.
That's a plus, I'd say.
Actually, hold on. You said Heineke is... I thought he wasn't playing, though. I thought it was still up in the air.
Wentz ain't playing. Heineke's playing. That's a plus, I think, for the Commanders. That could be a spark they need.
I would pick it because it's Heineke, but I don't like anything about this game, bro. But if you want to do it, man, we'll do it.
I'm going Packers. That's going to be my pick.
So you said it's 4 or 4.5?
+4.5.
Oh, 4.5. All right. And Heineke, I trust. ODU's finest. Let's go. Do it for the 757, baby. Come on.
Panthers at home +11 against the Bucs. Wow.
+11.
I mean, I'll go Bucs.
I kind of like the 11. I just don't like the Panthers, though, bro. The Panthers is terrible right now.
Baker might be back.
Bro, the Panthers is... I
think Baker's trending towards...
I am not touching that Panthers team right now. They still need... They just got rid of Robbie Anderson. That's how you know it's all crazy.
Yeah, but that might be addition by subtraction.
Yeah, it sounds good. You should take that then.
I'm taking Bucs.
Yeah, I'm cool on that one. And you already got me doing my... In fact, let's do this then. I would much... Actually, no, I would not. I like my chances with Heineke and the Commanders.
Yeah, Packers are playing god awful.
I want to say that
they're not playing good.
This is going to be pissed off Bucs versus internal disaster Carolina Panthers right now. I don't want to touch that one. I'm good.
Bengals at home -6.5 against the Falcons. I think the Falcons literally have covered every spread this season.
They actually have, but I'm a roll Cincy.
Since he still isn't playing that good.
Exactly.
So they almost lost
don't
last
believe
week.
in him. Don't believe in him. I'm going to go with him because I'm just biased. I'm a Jamar Chase fan. And I like Joe Burrow as well.
I'll take the 6.5. Give me the Falcon streak.
All right.
To continue.
All right. So I got to win by 7. Let's get it.
Yeah, 6.5.
Got to win by 7.
Man. Yeah, I don't really like that one either. But
yeah, I say.
Oh, AFC North. Ravens -6.5 at home against the Browns. Wow, that's ugly. Why do I have a feeling the Browns upset the Ravens here?
They typically split these. It's 1 o'clock.
I don't think I could do Browns have just been really bad recently.
What's the spread? You said 1.5?
6.5.
Oh, 6.5.
+6.5 for the Browns. Away at the Ravens.
Baltimore's so inconsistent. That's my issue to it, though.
I don't think I want this game at all.
Oh, now you don't want this game.
I don't think I do.
So you to bet on the nasty games.
I'd probably
get one that's like legit could go a pick 'em.
I feel like this is a nasty game too because the Ravens aren't playing that good.
But both
Browns
of these teams
aren't playing good
are
either.
At least capable though. Like when we're talking the Panthers and the Commanders, they don't even look capable at times. That's the difference. At least these two teams are capable of producing.
If I had to pick, I'd go Ravens.
I would too. But if you were going to go Ravens, I'd 6 and a half.
It's a lot of points.
What's the health looking like in Cleveland? That's the other question.
Yeah, they've been a mess.
Yeah. Hold on. Deshaun, no, he's practicing, but he's not playing this week. Never mind.
Deshaun Watson? No,
Yeah,
he's still got like 5 more weeks.
Yeah, he's practicing. He's back in the building. That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah.
So nothing on that?
Yeah, I'm good on that one. Yeah.
Cowboys at home, -7 against the Lions. Oh,
it's the return of Dak.
You know what that means.
It's the return of Dak, man.
Letdown game.
I don't want this one.
I'll take the Lions with the points.
You will?
I don't think I will because the Cowboys defense.
I was about to say, if you take them, I'll go, it ain't hard to bring
You
the
feel
star
like this
out.
is a loss, though, huh?
I do not like this at all. I don't. Everything screams disaster.
Dak stat line, 210,
Yep.
1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Yep. Impressing and forcing it the whole game. Absolutely. Because he want to remind everybody why y'all need him, why you paying him 40, and why Cooper Rush can't just come in here and take his job. I already know what this look like, bro. I don't want to touch it. Mm-mm.
These Lions games have been kind of bad these last couple weeks, though.
Yeah, but they can score, though. They can score.
Yeah, Patriots just beat them 29-0. Man, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't want that one. I'm good.
I'm passing.
I'm good.
Titans at home, -2.5 against the Colts. It's a close matchup. Colts are definitely riding a high right now. Matty Ice is playing good. Titans have been catching some wins, though, too.
I got to check the Colts' health. If the Colts are healthy, I'll take Colts, honestly. I just need to see their health.
+2.5.
Yeah, I just need to see their health. That's it.
I can't stand either of these teams.
No, it's all good, man. You know, hey,
Really can't stand either
I
of these
got
teams.
ties to the Colts, man. That's an easy thing to get behind if they are healthy. Big if, though. Let me see.
I don't know if I want the Titans -2.5.
Offensive healthy. My dog Shaq, questionable. Because, he had nose surgery and everything, man. He was all jacked up from that concussion.
Hold on. We'd have to check the Titans report, too.
All right. Yeah, man.
I don't know if I even like
Colts.
the Titans.
I'll roll
-2.5,
Colts
though.
I'll roll Colts. If you want to do that, I could definitely roll Colts.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
Colts Titans injury report. Significant progress made in Thursday's practice.
Yeah.
I'm not. What the hell? Oh, here we go. Bud Dupree, full participant.
Let's get it.
Amani Hooker, full participant.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything
Come on,
that
man.
drastic here.
Come on, man.
I hate the Titans.
No, you don't.
I think the Colts
You're
are
a Tannehill guy.
No, I think the Colts are on a little bit of a roll
No,
here.
they
Actually.
not, bro. They're so inconsistent, man. Come on, bro. We don't believe in the Colts, man.
I'm passing on this one
You
too.
sure?
Yeah.
Bro, we only gonna highlight 3 picks this week, man. You came in here with all this big energy. Man, I'm finna pick it's big moving week this week, man. I'm about to just pick them all, man. And now you over here, man, I don't know. Man, I'm gonna just pass on that one. You ain't gonna be able to make no hay only picking 3 games per week, Deke. I'm just throwing it out there,
It is a big
bro.
comeback journey, but
Come on, man. It's kind of like when you down
sometimes
big.
a big journey starts with one step.
Nah, I don't want to hear that. Don't reverse my philosophies. Don't you do that, man. What you got to do is this, Deke. You got to get it back in one swing. All right? Whenever you at the table.
I'll let you know when I'm at that point.
Whenever
I
you at
thought
the
I was,
table-
but once the
Nah,
games
man.
actually popped up on my screen.
You're there. You're there.
I'm trying
You're
to be
there,
savvy
man.
with this.
No, man. When you're at that table and you like, bro, man, we down big. Sometimes you got to get it back all at once, man. Put it all on red.
I'll let you know when we're
Put
at that
it
point.
all on red, man. Bet it all on red right now. Win it back. Come on, man. Oh, you so.
I'm not doing that game.
Oh, my God.
Raiders at home, -7 against the Texans.
-7.
I'll go Raiders.
I was actually gonna say that too. They both bad. Yeah, 1-3 or 1-3-1 versus 1-4. They both bad.
So you don't want Texans?
No, I would definitely go Raiders because it's in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. Broncos at home, -1 against the Jets. Wow.
You know I'm going Wilson. I've been picking them too. Don't act like I ain't been picking. I picked them even when you wanted to go Green Bay. I still picked them. I'm rolling with the Cougar Killer. That is my guy. That's what I'm rolling with, man. So Zach Wilson, me. Either you can rock with them or not, but I'm rolling with the All right. We picking up the Cougars, putting them on the PJ. Zzz. Zach taking us to the promised land. Let's get it, man.
I do think the Jets are a fluke in general.
Jets. I'm telling you, that's what I'm rolling with.
Do I need another game with Russ?
That's what I'm rolling with, man. Jets, Jets. You been saying you was gonna stop doing it, but you know you can't. He like that bad girlfriend you just can't get over, man.
Yeah,
just go back to her, man.
I'm getting pissed off about the Russ head.
Come on, man.
People making fun of him for the commercials and stuff. It's just old. It's not funny. The jokes that people try to make
Leave
for
him
him, it's just not funny.
Exactly. Leave him alone.
It's not funny.
Man.
It's so
Leave
played
the man
out.
alone, bro. Leave the man alone.
Yeah, I'll go Denver. Damn it.
Let's go, Zach. Let's go. Hey, Zach, do what you do.
What have I done?
Do what you do.
Oh, this one's an interesting one for you. 49ers at home plus 2.5 against the Chiefs.
Dang.
I'll go Chiefs.
This is a conflict of interest.
I'll go Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch from a couple years ago.
This is a conflict of interest. Ugh.
How much you believe in Jimmy G? Come on. At home? Come on.
I believe
and you're getting points.
Jimmy G.
You're getting points.
You know I'm a Jimmy G.
He should be able to duel it up with
Jimmy
Patrick Mahomes.
G is my guy. You know
what
they call him porn star Jimmy. You know I like his energy.
I thought you said Jimmy he's up for this type of task.
I mean, he do what he do. You know this, baby. You know this.
I got Chiefs.
But I love Mahomes. Mahomes that dude, man. Come on. What's the points looking like?
It's 4.5. 49ers plus 2.5. I'm sorry, 49ers plus 2.5. So you're getting points.
This is a conflict for me, man. Because I don't like to bet against either one of these teams. I don't like to bet against Mahomes.
You did it last week against the Chiefs.
But that's because I was betting against who was I betting with? Okay, you know how I do it. It's Steelers. Then I'm gonna rock with them Bills. Then it's Mahomes. Then after that is Jimmy G and Kirk Cousins. And then Zach Wilson. All right.
No Vikings this week.
I know
they're on a bye.
We've been taking care of business, man. Let me roll with Jimmy. Let me roll with Justin Jefferson.
All right. So you got him in this one.
I do not. I don't want to mess with that one. I don't mess with that one, man. I don't want to mess with that one, man.
Come on,
I don't want to mess with that one, man.
I thought Jimmy G was that good.
He is, but I don't want to mess with that one. I would much rather.
And you're getting points.
I would much rather go talk Cleveland and Baltimore before I talk San Fran and Chiefs, bro.
Damn.
Because you already know what that is.
Okay, how about this one now, though? All right, so nothing on 49ers Chiefs. I'll give you one final. Yes, no. All right, you sure?
Just let me get to this last game, and then we'll come back to that one. How about?
Okay, we got three more.
Just give me some time.
Chargers at home, -5 against the Seahawks. Your boy Gino. Your boy Gino. I'll take the Chargers, dude. Your boy Gino.
I don't know.
I think some of your alliances may be coming back to bite you here.
They are. That's my issue.
Come on, dude. You got to keep that same energy. You got to keep that same. I did with Russ and the Jaguars and with the Packers.
That was because you did that. I don't want to do that. But you swear by your guys. I don't swear by them. I just like those type of narratives, you know? I don't like this matchup, though. It's in Cali. And that's what them Chargers is way different, man.
Yeah, but they don't even have home field advantage. You see their stadium on.
They got Herbert.
Is that Sunday night or Monday night?
They have Herbert advantage. That's all they need, as we've seen how many times. Even when they lose,
they even play that well. He throw 50 times. See, this is the other thing. Everyone's complaining about Ben from it last year. Oh, Ben's thrown 50 times and had 300 yards.
Come
whatever.
On, man.
We saw what Herbert did. No one's complaining about Herbert. No one's complaining about Herbert.
Last year, Ben throwing it 50 times is very different than Justin
He had to
Herbert
get the ball out because his O-line.
I'm saying that's a little bit.
He had to get the ball out.
It's a little bit different. A little bit.
It's the same. It's actually worse on
Herbert.
You know
what? I'm gonna go with Herbert since he threw it 50 times. I'm gonna go with Herbert.
I'm going with Herbert. So we're gonna
He threw it 50 times. I'm gonna go with him. He ain't looked the best last week. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't.
I'm gonna roll with him. He ain't even got home feeling. You should take the Seahawks, man. They've been pretty hot.
I know they have. Actually, it's not a bad pick with the +5, but no, I'm going Chargers.
So you scared of them?
I'm not.
You sure?
No. I'm just going with Chargers. I'm going with my first gut instinct on that one.
Wow.
Your first gut instinct should have been Gino because you've been rolling with Gino this whole time.
Yeah,
and you're getting points.
But he hasn't faced Justin Herbert. He faced Russ. Russ is very different than Justin Herbert this season. Yeah. You know.
Dolphins at home, -7 against the Steelers.
Oh, you know I like us. Let's go.
The +7.
I like us.
So do I.
I like us.
Okay, Monday night.
Here we go.
Interesting one here. Patriots -8 against the Bears. Is it going to be Zappy or Mac? Everyone's saying Mac's going to play. I don't know if that impacts your pick here.
Honestly, if it was Bailey, I would love it. I still roll with the Patriots though.
-8. Yeah, I'm not getting even close to the Bears, man.
You're a Justin Fields guy. You serious?
He's not playing good. I don't know what else to say.
Oh my!
He's just not playing good. It's a disaster.
How many games do we even have? 4?
Hold on.
Come on, man.
Well, Niners Chiefs. You didn't want that one. You can still go Niners. You said we'd come back to it.
We're gonna come back to that. We got time, man. We got time.
Broncos Jets. We got that one. Titans Colts. We said no on that. Cowboys Lions. No. Bengals Falcons. I got the Falcons.
Yeah.
We do have 4 games. Commanders, Packers, and then Jaguars, Giants.
So, yeah, man.
So you could do the 49ers Chiefs if you want.
I don't.
If you want to spice it up.
I don't need to. I'm chilling right now. You know, it helps me a little bit more with these smaller amounts. But I'm trying to just be open for you, you know? So if you, which game do you want to pick more? That Chiefs Niners or that Browns Ravens?
So now I know whatever one I pick, it's gonna lose. I want the Chiefs.
That's the one you want. All right.
So it's up to you.
All right.
Are you letting me be the ruler of my own demise here?
Pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Because I was trying to think, do I want to we just pick one game, whatever one it is you pick, that's when we roll with, or you pick one where you get to choose the team. So you pick the Chiefs in that one, and then I
don't need this handicap or anything.
Whoever I want,
it's up to
Baltimore and Cleveland. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't want.
Because
I'm good with where I'm at.
I want both of them personally. I like both of them games, but you don't want to tap into both of the ones, man.
Which one? What was the first one you said?
Cleveland and Baltimore.
No, there was the first one.
And the
Chiefs, Niners.
Niners and Chiefs. I want action in both games.
I don't want the Ravens Browns one. No.
Oh,
that's the point spread's too much. It's weird.
That's the one. Because I'm fine. I can go Jimmy. I'm fine going Jimmy.
Do you want the Browns?
I low-key think I do with the points. You said it's 8, right?
6.5.
6.5. Okay, yeah, 6.5. I kind of like it, dude.
I don't know if I do. Okay, so what?
Can I get a package deal? I want a package deal.
You want Browns with the plus
yes.
6. I did say I had
want
to
a package deal.
Yeah. I said if I would pick, I would take Ravens -6.5.
All right, so let's throw Browns.
And I got Chiefs -2.5.
So give me Browns.
Okay, so we got 6 games there.
And then give me Niners. You said 2, right? It's 2 or 2.5?
2.5.
2.5. All right, let me get
plus
Niners
2.5. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it,
Fair
man.
deal. We
got
got 6 games.
Have a little fun with it, man. That's my thing. Because those 2 games I'm going to be tuned in for. And it's like I want to feel like I got a little extra on it, you know?
Okay, that works. Mm-hmm. So 6-0 would get me into a better spot at least. I'm still down double digits. Though,
right,
man.
but it at least it's potential to move for you.
I need something.
Moving week, man.
I need something.
Yeah.
This is probably the week I've felt best about my picks in a little bit. Yeah. Probably since week 1.
One, this is the most risky I've been with my picks as well. You know, I'm taking some chances this week.
Okay.
Usually I don't take chances, but I flirt with it today. I got some time. Yeah.
All right. You want to hit the super chat, then score
and
predictions?
Yeah.
Bounce?
Heck yeah, man.
Okay. Let's see here. Is it Russell Schwartz? No. That was the Larry Ogunjobi comment.
Oh, man, I didn't even. Let me see.
Late night snack, I think.
Yeah, because we did Jerry Ramos. The vibes in Pittsburgh changed quick. Yeah. Yeah, late night snack. Yep.
Okay. Catch me snacking on some fried fish while getting fried on some fish pack after the 24-17 Steelers dub. Mm-hmm. Spread at +7. I love free money. LFG.
Mm-hmm.
That's
free
what I'm thinking too.
Free money.
Okay, we got Alan T. The whole defense played with heart last game.
Yeah.
On another note, trade Chase while he's hot for a second or third. Is this Garvin's burner? And I said it once before, bring Hayden back. We don't need Hayden back right now. Everyone else is healthy.
We getting healthy, man. We getting healthy on the back end, baby.
All those corners are good to go. Nanzito, what's up, boys? Just tuning in. On my lunch break and back in the bay. So I'm probably reading this and he's back working right now. I agree with Deke. How the hell are we 7-point underdogs against the Dolphins? Yeah. Got me effed up. Damn right. I'm going straight money line.
Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got 87 starts.
Stats.
Is it stats?
Yeah, I think it's stats. Yeah.
Okay. I still ain't forgave Mike T for not taking rookie corner Wolin from Seattle and taking Edmonds over Lamar Jackson. I wanted Wolin, man. He was one of my sleeper picks whenever we were ranking cornerbacks this offseason.
And he productive this year, too. Holy cow, man.
We took Calvin Austin, so I still like the Calvin Austin pick, but, man, we could have had Wolin, too. Leal, Pickens, and Pickett. That would have been a great draft.
That would have been filthy, bro.
Yeah, we don't need Austin that bad. At least not for this season. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yo, he would have been
what I
mean?
Although, who knows? Maybe we would have had him buried on the depth chart or something.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Rashawn Jones, hit that like button.
Facts.
Or Artie Burns and Antoine Blake will be our starting cornerbacks this week.
Hey, son, you got to chill. Yo, we doing that to my homies right there, man. You got to let them live, baby. Let them live.
Camonier, as of right now, would you re-sign Devin Bush? So this is like gun to your head right now.
I would, but it would have to be nothing more than like what I would tender, like a tender type contract, man. So
Miles Jack's getting 8. Bush should get like 5 or 6.
Oh, you want 5 to 6?
5 or 6 million a year.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't there just yet. My bad.
Oh, that's fine too. You think he'd actually take 2 or 3 though? I don't know if he would.
I was gonna say I would offer him 2 because he said right now. Right now, I'm not committing 5 to 6 right now. Based on what I've seen thus far, I would go 2 to 4. But it would be like a 1 year though, because I want to see. All right, what we've seen through these 6 games thus far is dope. But I need to see more of that. I need to see it for a full season. I need to see what else can it grow into before I start committing 5 to 6 mil to a dude per year when, just his full body of work here hasn't been as consistent. So I would start out with like 2 to 4 as like a little bridge deal. Like, hey, man, I like you. I see the progress. I'm just not willing to marry you just yet. So give me this 1 year. We can negotiate anywhere in between that 2 and 4. We can find something that works based on what you've done because we know the injury has played a part of it. I get that. But the productivity still matters. So that's kind of how I would look at it. But I would definitely still want him back at least for 1 more year. But he has to keep up what he's doing now. This can't revert or him take steps back. What he's been doing this year, regular season, has been impressive. But just think, like, that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? Like, even last year. Even at points when we're talking like preseason, remember, it was still the debate of, do you put a Mark Robinson out there? Because Devin wasn't playing as consistent. So that's kind of like, when I think of it like that, it's like, yo, he's been playing well, but this is just 6 games we talking about.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
No.
Jeez, no, I think you're right.
I wish you were my GM. Dang,
hear me out.
Kevin Colbert was cool, but man, I would have loved you.
No, I think your deal's fair, and it would make sense for the Steelers organization. I just don't know if Devin Bush would take it. So my thinking with this question is like, if we had to sign him right now, what would you have to offer him to get him to sign at like the cheapest spot?
Oh, because see, to me,
I think it would be like 5 or 6 because I don't think he's taking like a 2 or 3 right now.
But I think that the difference is this: I'm not telling him, "Hey, man, I can't live without you." In fact, I'm saying, go see if you can get that out there on the open market. If you find a team that can give you 5 and 6 million based on what you've done thus far, man, congratulations. But I personally don't think that that's the case. When we talk, Terrell Edmonds, for example. Safety and middle linebacker, in terms of their value defensively, open market are about the same. It's not like corner. It's not like an edge rusher in terms of pass rusher, right? So when you're just looking at Edmonds, a 4-year starter, a guy that's been productive, a guy that's been consistent, but we know he's been limited in terms of splash plays in his market, you mean to tell me that Devin Bush, who doesn't have nowhere near the type of productivity and the consistency and the availability that Edmonds has, is going to get 5 to 6 on the open market? I just don't see that, man.
Just because the first round grade, and he's stepping up a little bit right now.
Artie Burns had a first round grade as well.
No, but he's playing good. My point is he's actually playing good. Burns went from rookie year and just kind of like down ever since. So Bush obviously has to keep this up. If he keeps this up, I don't think there's a doubt he would be getting like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I just think that's what it would take to re-sign him right now, because I think Bush would believe in himself enough to say like, nah, screw you on the 2 or 3. But the 2 or 3 makes most sense for the Steelers organization. I would easily do that right now. If you were to tell me we could get Bush 1 more year at $2 or $3 million right now, I'd do it.
Partly to me, I think it makes sense to Devin as well, because once again, you may think, and us as players, we always think we are worth that. I just don't see, pull up guys that are making 5 to 6 mil per year at linebacker, and let's just comp them. And that's kind of what it comes down to, in the sense of like, when I'm thinking, like you said, Miles Jack making 8.
Yeah.
That's not a big difference, man, in terms of that 3. That's not that much. Maybe even 2, you give them 6. Like, that's a big difference, though, in terms of productivity, in terms of, like, who those type of players are, though,
If Bush kept it up, though.
And that's the question,
Right, exactly.
But once again, this is not his first season here. We're erasing 3 for 6 games. That's essentially what we're talking about. Yeah.
Come on, yeah. As of right now, oh no, I just read that one.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to go over it again?
No, we ain't got.
Come on, yeah. It says it'd be dope if we got Tremaine Edmonds in 2023 free agency.
But yeah, if we doing that, then now we ain't gonna sign him. But see, to me, okay. What do you think Edmonds gets?
Miles Jack, like 7, 8.
See, to me, I think
you think he gets 10.
It just depends. Like, I can see a very
brother
hungry
discount
team paying him like
brother
that.
discount with the Steelers.
No, I can see a team wanting to pay him heavy, but at the same time, I can see him realistically being in that 6 to 8 range. Honestly, just because when you're talking about his 4 years and stuff like that, and what he's done, some of his good, but then some of the not so good. That to me is that 5, 6, 7, 8 high end. If you find a team that loves you, 10, 11. But that is that. So that's why, like, when you said to me, Devin Bush, you give me, I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Like, I don't look at Devin Bush the way I look at Edmonds. Like, to me, I think Edmonds is a really good player. I think that he has a chance to be like elite consistently. It's just been some of the times the hammy, some of the times it's who he's playing next to in terms of when Milano hasn't been available. You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. And then at the same time, like, he is a good player, but times he does mess up. And that's also part of it. But to me, I'm like, man, I would much rather send that money that way. Because I think he commands that.
We're going to have
minimum.
cap space.
Yeah.
Oh, he's big, too. He's like, what, 6'4" or something?
Bro, he looks like an outside linebacker. Yeah.
Yeah, have him and Miles Jack in the middle then next year. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
And maybe a little brother discount then. Maybe we get $1 million or $2 million off both their contracts. Because we have to re-sign Edmonds.
Hey, and bring Trey back, man. We get just 3 for 1. And that's what they do, right? It's like, yo, if you buy the second one, you get half.
That's why
you
we
get
have
that
Derek
third
Watt.
one. We get another
that's
deal.
Why we have Derek Watt,
Come on, bro. You know how it is, man. Just bring them all in, and then we can just cut that price now. Yeah, 30% off. You bring my little brother too.
Yep. All right. That's it for the super chat.
I like it then, man. And we are right on schedule, man. 5:19. All right, Deke. It's time. I feel it, man. It's feeling good this week, man. For me, when I think of this particular matchup, I said the big ways that they can hurt us are with their receivers. Tackling the catch, keeping a lid on it. We did it really, really well last week, and we are going to be a lot more healthy this week with a lot more talented players out there. Not taking shots at the guys that were out there, but these are our starters for a reason. That means that Terrell Austin, the coaching staff, they feel like these are their best version of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. So when I think of that, man, I do think that the scariness, so to speak, of what a Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle can do is not as glaring to me when you talk about us having those guys back. And the one thing that I do like about Cam Sutton, Akello Witherspoon, and Levi Wallace is not just that they know how to cover and they're fundamentally sound, but they are sure tacklers. That's the other part. We talk about Akello Witherspoon and Tao at times when players are coming out to the perimeter, how he's not afraid to put his face in the fan. Cam Sutton, he's a guy that's proven that multiple years here. I'm talking about it because that, to me, is how we win this game. They have to be dope in terms of their tackling, and I think they will be. And I think that in terms of Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's going to make sure we keep a little in his defense. Him and Edmonds, man, those two dudes know how to do it. They know how to do it at a high level. And I think our pass rush wins it, man. I think that we get after to it, man, and that's what it's going to take. But, yeah, I got us winning, man. I think it's 24-21. We're going to score multiple times in this thing, though, man. And rightfully so, I think we're going to need to, because even though it's a simple task in terms of what we're asking, the execution is very difficult in terms of what we're going to be asking our corners and our secondary to do versus Tyreek and Jalen. Like I said, in terms of what needs to happen, it is very laid out. It is very plain. But can we do it for 4 quarters? I do think at times they're going to have some success. That's why I think they will be able to score some points. But in the end, we do get it done. 24-21, the good guys win.
Todd Sikorsky says there's a direct correlation between Devin Bush's hair length and his performance.
Bro, y'all wild.
His hair's getting long.
Y'all are wild. The little
Samson.
When he had the little dread tail, man. Remember that? Yep. That was his best version, huh?
Yeah. Although that might have been his best game thus far against the Bucs. Some people are arguing that. I think that was Claypool's best game of his career. I know people want to maybe talk about that Eagles 4-touchdown game, but just in terms of impact and like taking over the game when like you really need it and being clutch, I feel because the Eagles one, man, like some of those were those jet sweeps at the goal line.
They're still taking over a game.
Some of that was like Ben too. I remember him like doing all the hot routes and audibles and stuff for like the last play and like getting Claypool wide open. I just feel like Claypool took over like this game.
I think this was more just specific as a wide receiver, whereas the other one was just his well-roundedness. I think Philly showed how well-rounded he could be in terms of catching the ball, run after catch, jet sweeps, just looking like a freak athlete, whereas this game it just looked like a top-level receiver, like specifically wide receiver, not gadget guy, not Mohamed Sanu, you know, because I think that's what TG brought up when you talking about the trade correlation. That's more of like good receiver, but still like gadgety in a sense, you know? Whereas when you think about how he played this past game, and it was none of that. I mean, he had the one jet sweep, but it was mainly just him as a wide receiver. Short, intermediate, deep balls, combat catches, beating one-on-one, sitting down in zones. There was a lot of that going on. So I see what you're saying with that, though.
Okay, for this game.
Hey, bro, I don't want to tell you, man, your freaks are in the chat heavy, man. Like, what is going on, bro?
Has nothing to do with me.
Like, God dang, Deke. I don't know why you bring these freaky bots every time you want to come in here, bro. Like, you got to chill, bro. Hey.
For this game, my prediction, well, actually, if we're going to predict this game, let me actually go backwards a little bit to last game.
Yeah.
And clearly, I know ball. Everyone counted out the Steelers. I told you guys we were going to come in there, take out Tom Brady. Pickett outplayed Tom Brady, but also Mitch Trubisky.
Here he is.
So this game, for some reason, they're already writing us off again.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas, the betting apps, obviously, they don't know football. They got us as 7-point underdogs.
They playing games.
I don't know what games they're watching, not only Steeler games, but also Miami games, because if you're watching Miami games, how the hell are they 7-point favorites against the Pittsburgh Steelers? The team last year that didn't have our starting 3 cornerbacks, missing T.J. Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick. We didn't have any of those guys. We held the Bucs and Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, that offense to 18 points. And they have that Steelers team with everyone being healthy again. Minka Fitzpatrick's playing. Our starting 3 quarterbacks are playing. T.J. Watt's still out. Ogunjobi's healthy. They have that Steelers team being 7-point dogs against Miami.
Make it make sense.
I don't get it.
Make it make sense.
What have you been saying from these Miami games? Miami's a fluke. Yeah. Miami's a fluke.
But Tua's coming back, though.
They got off to a hot start, 3-0, whatever. They got lucky.
It's the return of Tua.
Probably should be like 1-5 or like 2-4 right now,
it's
if we're being honest.
It's that lefty action, though.
But anyway. And even, you know what? So that's the betting apps in Vegas having the Steelers as 7-point dogs.
Mm-hmm.
NFL.com analysts, they don't know football either. All of them have the Dolphins winning and their whole predictions and stuff. So, listen, dude, I'm here again to tell you that the Steelers are winning. Whoever you want to be out there that you think you know the NFL, you think you know football,
you have no idea.
You really don't.
You don't know.
You really don't.
It's sad. It's really sad.
Steelers are winning this game.
Just listen to Deke, bro.
It's pretty simple. Pickett, as I said earlier, I think he has a really nice game. Moves the ball up and down the field. He's surgical with it. Doesn't need gaudy stats for this one, though. I think he gets like a nice 75 or 80% completion rating. 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. We get some things going on the ground with Najee and Jalen Warren. Just a nice, efficient offense.
There it is.
But then our defense really steps up, too. Tua throws at least a pick, potentially 2. One of them goes to Minka Fitzpatrick. Revenge game.
Revenge with it, baby. What's the run after looking like?
Gets close. Not a touchdown, though.
All right. Sometimes we get close to scoring.
We punch it in on offense.
There it is. All right. Of course.
So I don't think the Dolphins' offense really does much against our defense. Tua struggles throughout the game. We do a pretty good job against Hill and Waddle. They get numbers, but I don't think really meaningful numbers.
They not meaningful numbers. They just numbers. I'm with you.
Dolphins put up 13 points. We put up 24. 24-13. Steelers won.
So we both got them getting 24 then, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah, just a solid game all around.
Let's get it.
Really solid game around. I think there is a point maybe in the third quarter where maybe we're up a score and we need a drive. It feels like we need a drive to really get the momentum going, close out the game, and I think we do get that from Pickett in the offense in the third quarter.
Kind of like the response to what Mitch did. Like when Mitch had that like closeout drive, it's like, yo, this is the Pickett response drive where we kind of all know in the stadium, like, yo, that's the one right there. this is the drive to win it right here. That type of feeling. I'm with you. All right. Let's get it there, man.
Yeah. So again, I just don't want to hear it anymore from people in the comments. Bias, this and that. Obviously, you guys don't know what you're talking about because I told you Pickett and the Steelers would take out Brady last week, and that's exactly what they did. So everyone wrote us off, but we took care of business.
There we go. Question then on the front end of this before, because we are about to get up out of here, but MVP prediction for the game.
Oh wow, I like this. Okay.
I stole this idea. We were doing it on Steelers TV today.
MVP prediction.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're giving me the prediction on the front end. This is different. All right. Yeah, but who would you say, man? If you
Are we doing offense and defense?
Sure. We'll do one on offense, one on defense.
Yeah, Minka gets that pick.
Okay.
He gets some really nice tackles and stuff too. So I'm saying Minka on defense.
All right.
On offense, I'm between. Wow. I'll just say Pickett. I think that's the safest call.
Okay.
Because I could see our running game doing well, but is the split like Najee gets like 60 yards and Warren gets 30? Whereas I just think no matter who gets the ball receiving-wise, it's going to be going through Pickett. You get what I mean? It's the safest call.
Sure.
It's the quarterback. I said he's going to get the 230, the 2 touchdowns.
I got what you said. Yeah.
Like, because if Pickens does have a good, it's still going through Pickett, or does it just get spread through all the wide receivers? I don't know.
Or I feel
maybe
like
it's like 60 Deontay, 70 Claypool, 50 Pickens.
I feel like you're doing what's best for you because you know how you feel about your quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
I kind of just want to say Pickens. I'm not even going to front. I think Pickens is going to have a big game in prime time.
I feel like you're naturally going to go to Kenny at the end of the day.
No, I wanted to say Pickens, but okay. I think the safe call is Pickett.
So you're playing it safe then?
Playing it safe a little bit, but I think it's a fair call too. I think it would be the odds-on favorite, I think, for offense.
Okay.
There's a betting app.
I like it there, man. So for me on defense, I'm going Alex Highsmith, man. I think he's the one that takes over, man. And he's going to have to, just in the sense of when you're talking about our corners and our safeties keeping a lid on this defense, when you talk about them not necessarily having a ton of one-on-ones, but making sure that they're winning on the back end, it's not just about them on the back end. It's about these guys up front also having to win a one-on-one, also having to be a mismatch, so to speak. And I think that Alex Highsmith is more than capable of that. League leader in sacks. So we definitely need him in terms of who I think will be the defensive side MVP. On offense, man, I'm going with Deontay Johnson. And it's a simple thing, man. When you're talking about this Dolphins defense, they love to blitz. When you're blitzing, what becomes more prevalent? Hot routes, guys that can win in a hurry. Still to this day, the one thing that Deontay Johnson does consistently is get open the fastest and wins against one-on-ones the fastest and most consistent. He is the one that when I'm looking at this Dolphins team and I'm saying, okay, if you're going to do a lot of pre-snap disguising, if you're going to do a lot of pressuring and trying to get Kenny to get the ball out faster, Deontay is the answer. Deontay is the guy that wins, and he's coming off of a performance where he was actually consistently catching the ball. That's the wild card in this thing, so to speak, is he going to consistently catch it? But I'm banking on him doing so, man. But to me, he's the guy. I think that, man, he's one of those ones that he has one of them nights, man, because I like him going against this secondary. And I don't think that Xavier and Howard is going to exclusively follow him around. But even if he does, I still think Deontay's going to be able to have some success, man, because he is that good in terms of creating separation. So I'm rolling with Deontay. I like it, though, man. That was a vibe, bro. That was a vibe.
Alan T, a couple super chats before we roll, says Larry O has been incredible so far. Well worth the money.
Facts, man. Shout out to Larry O.
And we got last one, Philip Hopkins, I believe. He says, Nostradamus, reading the stars.
Yep. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Man, this was a vibe, though, bro. It's a good show, man. Good show.
I feel good about this game coming up.
Heck yeah. This is definitely one of the ones that we should all be feeling good about, man. Not taking them lightly because we're the underdogs by 7. We can't take them lightly. We're the underdogs. So, yeah, man. Definitely a good situation, though, man.
I just like the vibes that we got right now.
Yeah. Facts. So, with that being said, man, salute each and every one of y'all, man, that were with us today on the journey, on the stream. You liked it. We definitely appreciate that. Also, shout out to Steven Sims, man, pulling up, taking a little time with us, man. Definitely was a fun interview, man. Make sure y'all check that out on the replay if you have not, or if you did not get a chance to catch it live. But either way, y'all stay safe out there in them streets. And until next time, baby.
Peace.
young guys, you know, they dialed in as well. You know, everybody focusing up. We just ready to go out there and put on the show.